Hey everybody, welcome to VR Master League. We're here in venues. We're here on Master League Main. We're here on the second day of the Challenger Cup. And with that, I'm being joined by Sir Dimwee, Athena Storm, Newton Dad on the cams, and Sir Dimwee currently in a black box. Is this another hockey analogy or something? I don't know. Anyway. With that, we have Tensor, we have Corrupt. This is going to be an elimination game. Lower bracket match, Sir Dimwee, implications aplenty.
Implications aplenty, absolutely. Also, no longer in a black box. Sorry about that. I didn't realize. I didn't put it together, but we got to figure it out. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, no, a lot of implications. Also, to note, this is because there has been some questions. There were some questions during Europe earlier, and there may be some questions in North America. Caused some confusion. There is no grand finals in this tournament. The team that goes undefeated to the qualification round, kind of that upper bracket where the two teams are still undefeated, the team that wins that game is going to be the 9th seed, and then the team that wins the final game in the losers bracket and goes through with only one loss, so that'll be the 10th seed. So there is no grand finals in this tournament. So that's what's going on. I just want to put that out there early, just so we can settle any questions. But yeah, I do expect, in Powder, we did change up which games we were going to be taking here on venues, which I think was the right call, because this is, looking at these rosters, Phanom, Matthew, James, Newt there, over on Tensor. I almost said the wrong name. And then, of course, up here against Slats, Golden, 17, Gutty Song, Spin for Corrupt. I expect a really, really well-executed game, though. What I expect, I also expect to see two different styles. Tensor with a more team-oriented, depending on your teammate style of play. Corrupt, I expect still a lot of teamwork, but I also expect a lot of those individual drives, those individual moments, the 1v1s, to carry them over.
Absolutely. I would kind of expect sort of the same in a sense, having casted these teams both yesterday as well, and just watching their play style. Definitely Tensor's teamwork was something of a spectacle to behold. When they were really in their right mindset and in their right pace, they were so in control. Now for Corrupt, likewise, they are all over the place, aggressive. They are really prioritizing backboard plays, maybe like that one there, trying for Tensor, but that's going to be a first miss. So on this first round, again, this is a best of 3 here in VRML. Finals implications, and it's win or go home.
Yeah, win or go home indeed as Noodle sent this one in. Big opportunity here for Tensor to make the first mark, and they do. Matthew will get that one in off a spin. Good for the 2. That'll put Tensor on the board first. And I will also point out my brother, Broman, was talking about he got to play in a game with Matthew the other day, and he said Matthew absolutely dunked on everybody.
Yeah, Matthew is definitely one of those names who become big names more and more over the months, really establishing himself as a high-tier player here, obviously contesting the Master tier now in this Challenger Cup.
Certainly at that level, and these are also Matthew was one of the he was first picked the other day, but Spin we'll get this one set up. Off the popcorn block and then turn back around there, though, right back to the hands of Slads. So Corrupt, try to get it out. We're having a little bit of trouble. They do ultimately get it through. Good send in, but what a phenomenal defensive chain there. That was looked like Phanom get the hands on it. Now James sending this one along in at the empty goal. Will go high and wide. And another turnover back in the hands of Corrupt. Throw this one around again, but only a minute and a half off the clock yet. Still only 1 goal on the board.
All right, and indeed, both teams trying to find that rhythm still here as Matthew takes the disc. Also, reminder for folks curious about Juicebox versus Crescendo, that match, the elimination match, is also taking place simultaneously currently on twitch.tv/echoarena _VRML2. So you can have your options for sure, but right now we are witnessing the 3rd and 4th seeded team coming into this cup, going at it in these first 2 minutes with only 1 score on the board.
And of course, the winner of these 2 games that are playing at the same time right now will go on to face each other immediately after these 2 games. As Newt will turn this one around, send it out, but there are the hands of Golden. 17 Corrupt, stopping this one up at mid. Gutty saw a cross spin, looking for a cut, goes beyond the goal. There, Slats not able to make the grab. As Phanom will come out to play this one for Tensor, though stunned out. Still gets it set up, but it will be collected by Golden 17 once again on the back line for Corrupt as they send this one up, looking for another offensive drive, although that pass is going to be off, and now another brawl for it, and it will be Tensor coming away with it in the clear.
Oh, clear goes down, but there is the pickup, or just about, actually struggling on it, so barely a missed read, but that disc was about the same speed unfortunately, as Gunny. So that does get back, and now maybe some bunnies. They're gonna go, but no, it's Golden 17 with the golden eye, the eye for the disc, and down the floor they go. Pace is quickening, and yet still producing no goals after a few minutes. No more goals, that is. 2-0. And I think we saw this yesterday, didn't we? We see this a lot in the first matches of the day. It's definitely a feeling out process right now.
Certainly is. Gold 17 had a ridiculous save. That's why you mirror the shooter's hand with your open hand.
Is that the
also? Newt also had a really phenomenal clear. He was stunned immediately, still got it out, but there is Golden 17 taking that one from spin, cutting in from the near side, hitting the far corner pocket to tie it up here. Corrupt is on the board, but it was 2.5 minutes, Palador, that we were scoreless there.
Yeah, the first score came rather quickly, but then just a bunch of stallage there as they both tried inching their way into success for either team, but finally breaking through for the 2-2 tie. Matthew up high to Newt. Newt from the outer edge of the bubble opts for that reset to Phenom, kind of captaining that ship and helping space the floor there as they go crossways, but too tough on the lead. They should still retain, though, as all the cluster goes on in the bubble.
Yeah, Newt was looking for that cross pass. Who was that back there? I believe that was James he was looking to hit. But now Golden 17 gets a 1v1. I was talking about those 1v1s. I remember. I brought them up. And they get a turnover off of that one. Slads with it here. Slads going to send this one up. Hits. Spin. Up and go. Look at that shot. What placement. Oh, he only had about a foot to work with, and he took every inch.
Absolutely. Phenomenal shot. Not only the angle was already going to be tougher than normal as it was, but then extra so because had he shot into the middle of the goal or any other pocket, that is a good chance it would have been saved by that goalkeeper. But that extra few inches of space is what got them the goal.
Yeah, that was just a excellent shot. That's where the highlight reel for sure. Am I hearing a da-na-na, da-na-na in the background? Matthew sending us it up. James, of course, it's a sport. Gunny saw, though. Let's run this one over.
I just got a cease and desist right now for some reason.
Cease and desist because we are a sport. That's why. Has nothing to do with the music. What are you talking about? I'm just saying that, if you were hypothetically, if you were say a center for sports, we would be one of those sports you might want to center around as Golden. We'll send this one up across the far side. Look, I didn't say it.
Look, if you keep going, like they keep going, Slads with the goaling, we're going to be dun-da-dun. So careful there.
See, what you just did was the Vanilla Ice defense where you added a little dut to it, right? So it's not technically the thing.
We're going to be
the lawsuit.
done.
I'll lose.
Kaput. 6 feet under. No, 6 feet over.
Kerchow.
I've referenced that team twice now in 2 days, by the way.
Yes, you have. Slad, another 1v1. Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that.
Huh. Curious how that happens, huh? They struggle to score for 2.5, 3 minutes. And then another couple minutes later, they've scored, 3 or 4 more times? It's up to 10 points when they had 0 at the 6-minute mark. Unbelievable.
Yeah, this is, the Corrupt is they're winning on these 1v1s. They come out with this 2-2, although they split up in the backfield. But they were running, it looked like they thought about running a double stack. But then the stacks are split up here as that disc is loose for way too long. Matt, what a lead share by Matthew, though, is going to get, does not get stunned out. Wow, he pulled off a phenomenal shield there. I believe it was on spin. As this one gets sent in, though, will be collected by Golden 17. The defensive hands, Golden 17 has been all over these stops in the backfield, particularly around his team's bubble. It's been very... it's been carrying a lot of weight in this game, I think, defensively. As opportunity here, Phenom looking to bring it in, has one above, goes in, hits it himself, and puts his team on the board again for the second time. Finally, several minutes since our first goal.
Yeah, more than several, in fact, because they got those first 2 points within the first 30 seconds or so of that round. So this has been a long drought. But still, then you look at the scoreboard. If you're Tensor and say, hey, 6-point game, that's actually perfectly doable in 3 minutes. So even though the last few minutes have felt bad, it's actually not as bad as it seems, as is often the case. So they just got to chip away at this a little bit, and it starts right here with some defense and a turnover. There's Matthew with the handles and the pass of the tunnel.
Yeah, it's some folks saying there's plenty of time left. There absolutely is. It's only a 6-point game, which is basically 2 goals if you hit threes, because that's going to be a turnover there on the far side. Gunnysaw had it. Newt gets it back up to James. James sends it in. The spin is going to get that one stopped up there. A little ambitious of a shot. There are 2 defenders in that lane there. One in the goal and one in the lane itself is Newt there. Far side sending this one in. Hits James. James. There we go. One more pass. It's Phenom cutting in. That is how you do it right there. And they get another 2 on the board, and they are back within 4.
They are back in this game, certainly, and back in a good mindset. That is perfectly paced passes. They every single one executed just so wonderfully, and that, as good as that one was, I'm not even sure if that one was the best one I've seen this weekend from them. That's how strong they were in the passing department yesterday as well when I was casting. So certainly a beautiful play, and that can put them right in this, but certainly with control is going to be corrupt, and they can put this maybe away with some more goals just to continue their run. And Slad's now able to get one after eating the last few goals in a row from Tensor. So don't blink. I mean, a minute and a half left, didn't we? Still within reach, but they do have to speed it up for Tensor, which I'm not sure is necessarily part of their game plan.
Yeah, that's also the danger of running the stack. You know, when you're already out of your bubble. You're defending your bubble. That's the danger of running that stack there. Is you miss one. You miss one grab, and you've got a 1v1. You left your goalie in a 1v1 situation, possibly a 2v1. That's what they got there. Slad's got the 1v1. And, you know, again, I'll go back to Corrupt as a team. If you give them the 1v1s, they're going to win. They're going to beat you most of the time. As there's a nice bring in from Matthew. What a setup there. Hold on. There was Matthew from James. Oh, what a pass from James as well, especially on the slanted ceilings. That was fantastic.
Much needed goal that still keeps them within striking distance. Same case as last time. They need to be quick here. They might need to consider even some double stackage in the near future just to have that extra mobility in the back line to intercept, because otherwise this is what is going to happen. They're going to cycle it around back and forth around that single stack on defense. That's exactly what they're doing, and they just wasted a lot of time. Now they do get the disc back, but that shot needs to go up soon, and this turnover turns into maybe a 3, but that time is about out now and will be retained to seal it for Corrupt by just a couple goals.
Yeah, Corrupt will take round 1 here, waiting on possibly one more goal here. Is that last 2, some in the chat said it needed to be a 3. Technically no, but practically speaking, yeah, you kind of really needed a 3 in that situation. So Corrupt will take round 1, 12-8 over Tensor. Phenomenal first round there, as we will send it off to Athena to give us her take on what transpired here in this first.
Well, that was a fantastic match between the two of them. You know, you guys definitely called it right, being this being a close match. Tensor taking that first goal there in less than a minute into the round was breathtaking. And then it took another 2.5 minutes for them to tie that back up. And then Corrupt just kind of took off with it. They found their mojo and started to find that momentum and just ran with it. And it'll be interesting to see how Tensor responds during round 2, and if they can, you know, make the adjustments they need to make. And there were a couple of missed passes in there that caused some turnovers for sure. But what a fantastic match. This is a fantastic way to wrap up this season for one of these teams, and, you know, for them to get to somebody potentially to get a move on for next weekend, which is going to be insane. Finals May the 14th and 15th. Buzz, buzz, buzz. So back to the game. What do you think, Sir Dimwee, that they're going to have to adjust right here in this second round in order to make their comeback?
What I think is I'm feeling a little threatened right now after the noises I just heard. As Powder really started here in the second round.
Okay. I heard nothing, saw nothing, but I do see the start of the next round indeed. Will be
about a saw?
No. So we'll be into the left lane, the orange lane, picked up here with a quick shot. Oh, that is a devastating way to open up. Golden 17, the Golden Guns on a kill streak here.
Yeah, that was quick there. 19 meters out, 18 meters a second to get the 3 to start this one. 6 seconds in to this second round. Corrupt want to do this one into Tensor, of course, are going to want to make this a third round game. Did that sentence make? I'm sure it did. As James on the floor, it felt like it made sense, but I can't actually confirm that it made sense. As Phenom is going to walk this one up, sends it in, hits Newt Who slowly gauges the situation, pulls out Gunny Saw. Well done. Gets some space in the bubble. Gunny Saw returns. They're going to go. Wow. I wasn't actually paying attention, apparently.
It's exactly how you execute. It's a very interesting clash of styles. Now, I did see, in fairness, Tensor yesterday, they were also playing plenty of fast game in addition to the slowdown, but it was really, as you said, very team-oriented. So the pace is very much, or the game strat is very much a difference between these two teams, where, as you said, one-on-one versus more very heavy passing. And thus far, how do you combat what Corrupt is doing? I think don't play too hard into the super fast pace style. Just do what Tensor did last time and get a nice easy 2, because even though you're still down 1, just chip away at it goal by goal, just like that, and it goes. James.
That was a steep angle, though. I thought he had the 3. Not quite. It was just inside the bubble there. Good 7-meter 2, though, and that'll put Tensor up by 1 here. 2 minutes into this second round. And I do agree with you, Palador, about Tensor to win this game. They got to play their pace. They don't need to be playing Corrupt's pace. They need to play their pace. If they start playing speed, because that's kind of that thing where the other team could be maybe individually, maybe a little bit more. And I don't. Slads is going to hit that one for an assault 2 there. But I would say maybe individually one-on-one, the other team has a little bit more of that skill, maybe some talent. But Tensor may have, I think, because of the nature of their play, have more of that strategic mindset of relying on your teammates, and I think that's what got them to where they are is trusting each other, as it were. As almost a turnover here, but Spin will get it recovered. Stunned out.
All right, well, Matthew now taking it back and backing it out. See, the thing about, though, the play style, where it's one-on-one heavy, 3-point heavy, or just juke heavy, things like that, it's actually, one of the advantages of it is it very much is demoralizing to a team. Easy to be demoralized when you see those go in, versus these passing plays, which are just a beautiful thing to watch. But certainly you get steezed on if it stings a little bit more than just getting cross-passed and scored on. So that's always a factor too, the mental game, the emotional game, and especially doubly so, in fact, in matches like this, as that just misses. Oh, that was a close one, grabbed by Newt. Newt shoots, scores, and they soar to the 2-point lead.
There you go, solid 3 there, and puts Tensor in the lead here, and they are playing that patient game. Exactly what we were talking about. Exactly what you were talking about, Palador. And that is going to get them in the lead here, 7-5. As Corrupt will come out on the Joust advantage, running kind of a stand. No, they're running a relay there on the left side. You see that double stack immediately returns to the bubble. They just gave up mid at that second pass and opted for this bubble defense, although they are running that stack. And once again, Tensor running the stack in their bubble defensive scheme. Which is really, once again, really aggressive, dangerous, but can also net you a solid turnover that can very quickly turn into a goal in your favor. Oh, what a play there by Slads. Unbelievable. Ties it up. That was just filthy.
He is a bad and a slad man. The stun and the catch almost simultaneously, and then immediately set sights on the goal right into the pocket, or between 2 pockets, I suppose, against that goal post. Good decision-making and quick decision-making. That's just instinct at play there.
No, Instinct's playing next weekend.
That's true. You're such a joker.
Ignite. They're playing next weekend. Dude, turning this one around. Bounce there. We'll keep it in the hand of Tensor here, though. Stunned out there on the far side. Good tap in, though. James has it now on the far side. Hits a cut to Newt again. Newt will get another one. Putting his team up by 2 here. 9-7 as we hit the halfway mark of round 2.
All right, Newt's now benefiting off those assists for sure. 7 points to lead the way on the scoring department, but look at James, 6 assists. I'm really impressed with that number. Only 1.5 rounds in to have 6 assists is a really nice stat in its own right. Let's see how they respond now for Corrupt, because they're allowing this big scoring run to happen, but as we know, they can just absolutely blow up in a hot minute with a bunch of goals. We saw that last round.
Was that me or was that everybody? That was everybody. Cool. All right. So at least I'm not alone. As this one gets sent in, maybe somebody experiencing some packet loss. The Slat sends this win. Oh, that's a big opportunity, and they are going to capitalize on it to tie it up once again here. Corrupt, unable to take the lead in a while, but they have been able to tie it up repeatedly here. Tensor has Corrupt on their heels the whole way through.
And Matthew there just kind of raising the arms after the goal, saying, what the? It's certainly one of those things where you gotta wipe it off the slate. Yeah, not ideal, not gonna make you happy, but you know, Tensor's shown the propensity to do just that. Keep up that intensity. You've gotta forget the last play. Short-term memory is a good thing when it comes to mistakes here in Echo Arena, or even ones that are not caused by you directly.
Oh yeah, that is absolutely true. That's part of the mental game. You gotta, you make a mistake, you just gotta pick it up, wipe it off, and go again. You know, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, as a famous man once said. His character in the movie did, anyways. This one will get sent in. Matthew here, uncontested, open goal, will not miss. That right there may be a deciding factor here in this second round. That's gonna be the first time we get two major goals here. Well, I believe a 2-goal lead here. The second round, putting them up by 5 after that solid 3.
More than solid for sure, and you can see again the body language, just pumping himself up, shaking the fist, and celebrating after the goal. The beauty of VR and Echo Arena as well. We've seen those slick corner shots from James, and now we've seen one as well from Matthew, and they are absolutely turning it up in the second round, and they are turning it into a turnover to maybe go up some more. There it is. Phenom now getting in on the action.
Tensor has decided we are going to go to round 3. Of course, it's not decided yet. There's still over 2 minutes to go here. It is only a 7-point game. That is a minimum of 3 goals required from Corrupt, but there is plenty of time. That is only a reset time of 40 seconds. So that is over a minute and 20. A minute and a half, we still have an effective game time. If they were to score all of those. The Slabs on the far side, look at it, 1v2. Defense does return off the backboard. Hits the post. Will be recovered here by Spin on the near side. Sends it in himself. Will get it in for the 2, and that will be one of the 3 that they need as it brings them back within 5.
Yeah, they desperately needed some scores there, so they are within reach as well. The first round, of course, going to Corrupt here. A very dominant first round performance on the whole, even though it ended up pretty close. They controlled a lot of that match. This second round, it's been the opposite. A lot of control in this match going to Tensor after the initial slower start, but they just got it going and they haven't stopped yet. The biggest thing going against a potential win here for Tensor, just, as I always say, don't allow these threes in the last minute and a half, 2 minutes or so. That'll get them back in the game quickly.
That was a big turnover there, but Newt will get it back in that tube. Sends it all the way back in. Good stack here. Oh, no, they're going to catch Corrupt in transition. Oh, that is a punishing goal right there. That puts them back up by 7 here. There's only, we're going to have, was it less than a minute? I believe it's less than a minute. It is 2 seconds less than a minute, 58 seconds once you come out the tubes. That is 18 seconds to score 3 goals. Well, I believe, personally, Palador, we're going to round 3.
It's pretty likely now. If there's a team who can score that quickly, that often, Corrupt would be one of them, probably, but it will be a tough comeback to mount. That's why I said just no threes. That would be the factor that kills the chance of winning here for Tensor. But it looks like they've got, again, that good control. That time is ticking, and I cannot wait for this third round. That is impending now.
It is impending now as goal. Nice ender there on James. Sends it, goes wide. 33 seconds here as that defensive stack will get there, though. Newt not able to get the hands on it. Matthew will send this one out and in all the way down to the blue bubble. Going to bounce off the shield there and down into the trench. So the defensive stack hits her first. As soon as Sun's coming out in the backfield, in the midfield. Spin sending out through less than 20 seconds to go. Only time for one more goal. As Gunningsaw sends this one. Hits golden goal and really wants to get one here. Goalie is stunned out. Sends it. Hits it for the 2. And that'll be our final goal here of round 2. Round 2, 18-13. As we will be going to round 3. Between these two teams.
Yes, we will. Can't wait. And after that second round, the comeback from the first round loss, Tensor, Athena Storm, what was your viewpoint on how they played here?
You know, that was a much better round as far as very well balanced for the first, 6 minutes of that round. It was very much a call and answer type of a game, which was fantastic. And then Tensor started just to pull away and they slowly and gradually, started just pounding it. I mean, they really took the lead there nicely. So whatever they did during that break between rounds 1 and 2 definitely worked for them. I noticed their stacks are really staying together and they're super, super fast. Whereas Corrupt, although they do have really great stacks, they're not keeping them together as much as Tensor is. So that's an interesting variety of play between the two teams. Super fun match indeed, and I am really looking forward to a round 3. As you know, those are my favorites, as they are yours as well. So this should be extremely interesting. As you know, right here, right now, this game starts pretty much over. So it's whoever takes this last round. That's the kicker. So I don't know. I don't have a favorite between either of these teams. They're both fantastic, full of great players, and that's what makes Echo fun and definitely worth watching and casting, as always. So we are jumping right back into it. Here we go.
All right. Thank you, Athena, at the sidelines there. So we're going into that third decisive round in this win or go home match in the lower bracket of Challenger Cup Day 2. And you know what? One small thing, too. Props to Tensor for that dubstep disc moment in the middle of the match. That could have been a turning point there, but they wiped that away so quickly, and that kind of mental game is what you need to sustain yourself through a tournament like this, as they will now have the possession first, it seems, off neutral joust.
Yeah, Phantom was looking for a pass here near side to James. Instead, it's going to be a turnover there. Golden 17. Or Corrupt turns this one around, sends it in. Slads. Almost able to pick that one up. Instead, it will be Matthew coming away with it. Took a moment. But gives it away. Excuse me, it wasn't Slads. That was spin in. Slads now with the disc here on the back line. Both teams taking a round in this game. 40 seconds off the clock here in the third round. And you see again, Tensor playing with that stack here in the, as they're basically set up in a bubble defensive position situation. But look at that. Oh, they come out. Oh, no. Yikes.
Maybe an ambitious dive there, but still yet, I kind of like it in a way. I think the biggest thing that could hurt Tensor opening this round would be to allow too much of that chaos, to the positive chaos in terms of Corrupt, because if they had gotten an open 3 off that Joust, for instance, those are the ones that could snowball quickly. So I think they'll be okay with trading the 2-point game back and forth. Corrupt kind of the same way here. They'd be content with playing a faster pace game. So it's a battle of the styles right now, and not just a hairy one.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Almost reminiscent of Kang versus Joker back in the day.
Yeah.
As Matthew, oh, wow. Oh, he just backhanded that one. The disrespect. Matthew out here playing, he's like, you want to play front hand, backhand? Goalie says backhand, he says bet. That's it, tie game.
Yeah, there was some sauce on that play for sure. And Matthew, again, the body language just absolutely excited after that goal. So likewise here now, it's Spin trying to get their team back in their rhythm. Now, they did have some nice passing plays to open up this round, and they're certainly capable. We all know that for sure, but you can see it here, just that slower pace, maybe not quite to their benefit. They struggle a little bit to get it out, and again, just the awkward bounce, missing the pass ever so slightly enough to get the turnover to Newt. That shot attempted off the cloud, maybe even just a pass, but either way, they're going to get possession back here for a moment while Slads tries to contest, and with some success.
All right, Dad, I'm going to need you to tell your son to not steez in a tournament. Okay, no cloud shots here, sir. Well, you know what? What a shot.
You have to say good luck with that.
Spin to win and gets the 4th point off of a really nice pocket, effective one at that. And I don't know, Dimwee, does cloud shot really count as steez at this point? I'd argue it's efficient steez. You know, it's.
I don't know if it's really that efficient.
If it was a 360 cloud.
If it had a higher rate of success, I might, like the boop shot, I might agree. I might agree if it had a higher rate of success, but it's got a notably low rate of success. You know, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't have a good answer for you.
It would be to me, as Spin gets 2 in a row now, so he has a good answer for exactly what Tensor is doing, saying I'm just going to take it right in on their defense with some great success, a couple possessions.
You know what?
I
want chat. You know, chat, folks on Twitch. Yes or no? Is the cloud shot statistically viable? Is it a statistically viable shot, or is it one that's pure steez? Yes or no? Statistically viable? Yes or no?
Hold on now, because Slad's got the shots. Oh, dings off the bottom. Pockets. I would compare it, Dimwee, to say a half-court shot that's between the nugget and the barrier. Hittable, just lower percentage, as Gunny Saw sees the high percentage, and they are soaring for a 6-point lead. That's 3 in a row. And this is also where I would start asking a question again. Timeout soon, potentially? It looks like they're not going to opt for it on Tensor, but they definitely need to score here next, or they're going to be down a little bit more than they would like. So let's see. 6 minutes remaining in this match, a little under.
Ooh, Sprite, I disagree with you, sir. As Newt's going to lose this one on the far side, Gunny Saw. If anyone wants to know what I'm disagreeing with, just look at Sprite's comment. Very much just excuse my snort. As Gunny Saw takes a shot, that's going to go wide and high. James not able to get the hand on it. Will be spin there with pick off. Sending this one across. Spin, of course, inverted there. Playing from Australia, if you were curious. As Gunny Saw will get the 2. Of course, he's not playing from Australia. That's an 8-point lead to Corrupt. Corrupt is looking to take this one in the 3rd.
And interestingly, watching, it still seems like they're not opting to take that timeout. Now, this was a case earlier as well in some of the European games where it's one of those things that is kind of more, it's meta in a sense, right? It's not directly a thing you're thinking about consciously. You have to kind of train yourself to get in that habit, but the pace has certainly shifted, and a lot of these opportunities just going the way for Corrupt. And to their credit, they are doing a phenomenal job of just capitalizing and keeping the foot on the pedal here.
They really are. We've seen some really good stops by Tensor in the bubble, but Corrupt is just really doing a good job of controlling. Look at that. And again, another 1v1. You saw, who was that? Slads juked his way in, got by the defender with that 1v1 skill. And goalie, doesn't have enough time to react to it, and hits that top corner pocket. Beautiful goal there. That's a 10-point lead to Corrupt. We're over halfway through. Tensor is very quickly running out of time here, as Corrupt is running away with that lead. Another turnover. That's a send, and they've got a stack. Uh-oh, stack.
Oh, my goodness.
Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me? No, wow. All right, whatever.
Wow, Golden right now is looking like an assassin out there. The Golden Eye once again.
Was that a goofy? That was a goofy bounce, wasn't it? Yeah, but that should have gone out, right?
Anytime it goes off that corner, I mean, it has a chance. I've seen it way too many times, and some people, for that matter, do it on purpose. Not that I'm saying that one was, but it's one of those angles where it bounces the corners. You always clench a little bit, and it's like, oh, that might be in.
Jeez, that wasn't even fair. I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes luck, comes out at the worst possible moment. Of course, someone's gonna be upset that I called it luck, but of course, everything in Master Tier is intentional, but we're not in Master Tier yet, so nothing here is intentional. Everything is just pure. Oh, what a move there, Slats! How lucky he is! I'm just kidding. That was skill. Phenom. We'll turn this one around. Look at that stack. They're going to be able to pick this one up. Are they going to be able to send it in uncontested? Oh, that one hurts. That will be another turnover there. Fewer than 3 minutes to go here. Spin sends it away.
One of those things where, again, I think because they're just not in that great sort of flow, got stuck between deciding whether to shoot the 3 or go for the pass, and instead neither was executed the way that they wanted to. Meanwhile, the Stacks trying to meet the offenders, but the defenders unable to stop Slads. Assist to Gunny Saw. They're up to 17, and after 2 back and forth rounds there that went one way than the other, this one has been very much in the hands of Corrupt, who have absolutely turned it up. 2 players in double-digit scoring, and everyone with a ton of assists.
Yeah, and hello to everybody hopping in over there from Channel 2. Looks like Crescendo took that one in 2, 17-9 in round 1, 25-4 in round 2. So the winner of this game will go on to face Crescendo, and it looks like that will be Corrupt. So Corrupt versus Crescendo. That next round is Matthew. Hits a beautiful shot, 22 meters out, dings it on the way in. But let's see, a 12-point difference. Do the math. Minimum of 4 goals, minute 20. They have 30 seconds. They have like 25 seconds. I don't know, Powder.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, obviously the control, the pace being controlled in this round. And again, I think when you look back at the VODs and such, you might point out the lack of the timeout just to stop the pace and control it a little bit. Because I think the most success that Tensor had in that second round, especially there, was when they were just really able to play their game and slow Corrupt down, not allow so many quick walk-ins off Joust and things like that. And then likewise, though, again, Corrupt, they excel so much at those plays. I mean, they have been great with their passing as well, but using the passing to find someone who can then just really execute those tough shots, those one-on-one plays, the bounce shots, luck, skill, or otherwise, as you said, I mean, they have a tendency to do that here on Corrupt, and this is why they are moving on to actually face the team, I do believe, let me just double check, indeed, who sent them into the lower bracket in the first place yesterday. So that'll be interesting.
Well, it will be interesting as a shot. Ooh, that one will dink off the post to the near side. As just 40 more seconds in this game. So congratulations. Well, not congratulations yet. So how does this work? So the next two teams will go on and face each other, and then the winner of that game. So there's still another elimination game left for these two teams, or the next two teams. Phantom hits that one. In that game, excuse me. So they'll go to that next game. The winner of that next game will then go on to the qualifier game. So these teams playing in this first round have to win 3 games if they want to qualify. This is game number 1 that Corrupt has taken on here, and of course they'll be going on to face, once again, we said, who was that? I just forgot already. Crescendo. So Corrupt versus Crescendo. The winner of that team will go on to face the loser of the upper bracket game.
All right, well, that's coming up in the very, very near future. But first, the present. Give us the gift of Athena. What do you have?
I was really excited going into that third round, and with Corrupt taking that first goal, they are just 1 minute in, and then Tensor responding very quickly with the second goal and their first goal of the round there at the 2-minute mark. I was very hopeful for another very much back and forth match there in that third round, but Corrupt just found their groove and they rolled with it, and they definitely, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 goals unanswered before Tensor was able to make another one there. So yeah, they definitely found their groove and they rolled with it, and that was able to take them. They took it. So it'll be interesting to see how they do in their matchup against Crescendo.
You know what I'm impressed with, too, here, because we talked about the difference in play styles. I think it's an important distinction, because even though Tensor was the more pass-oriented team, in a sense, the slow-paced team, Corrupt still out-assisted them. They got a lot of shot attempts also. 5% more shot attempts and 5% more assists, but that's the thing, too. It's not that they're not capable of passing, because they certainly are. It's just kind of the pace and the whole flow and style of it, whereas Tensor was so heavy on cut pass and hitting that cross cutter, or hitting their open threes otherwise, things like that, and finding that real close-up goal. A lot of the passes on Corrupt was one of those where they're finding their guy, their pass, who is going to then kind of make his move off of a wall somewhere, off of a barrier somewhere, to then one-on-one the defenders and things like that. But either way, all of them can connect on their passes, clearly connecting on their shots, and they've got all that team chemistry that they need to advance to the next round. So well done to them. And for Tensor, congrats still on a successful season and showing across these 2 days. They still impressed greatly.
They did indeed.
Yeah, yes, they did.
All right, so with that, though, I suppose we are going to get ready and set to go on the Crescendo versus Corrupt match. So we're going to redirect over to a quick break, get set up, and, continue this win or go home day in the almost end of Season 5 of VRML. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
chat. Yes.
Easy going right there. One more to go.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
And welcome back, everybody. Now we have more healthcare and education. As Doc Education has joined us. Welcome, Doc, to the show. As we are going to be bringing you Corrupt versus Crescendo. Once again, I'm Atsudimui. Powdor will be back to close out the evening. And of course, Athena still with us. And Newton Dad still on the cams. We have been consoling him for the last several minutes as his son was eliminated in that last game. And so if we could just 20 seconds silence. I'm just kidding. As we're gonna get started. You got it. This should be a good matchup here, Doc. Both these teams coming off a victory, both of them feeling pretty good coming into this one. Corrupt was pretty strong, but Crescendo did win theirs in two rather decisively.
Yeah, I was peeking in on the Corrupt versus Tensor game. Obviously, I was casting, or I was doing analysis on the Crescendo versus Juicebox. Crescendo looked just really, really good. Choco and Sweet Tooth were doing their thing. They were running a 1-2-1 defense primarily, sending one at the QB. Choco and Sweet Tooth were hanging out in the mid and just scooping up every single pass. I mean, they were just everywhere, and then not missing on threes. So that was a pretty exciting game. Looking for more of that.
Definitely looking for more of that as both teams are in here. Both full rosters are present, and if we have anybody, do we have anybody to tell them they can start when they're ready? Yeah, Griffin, let them know. Thank you. Dad already got them too. We're in both channels, venues and orchestras right now. But both teams are ready to go. Athena, we did just see Corrupt play, and a lot of their victory did come down to that. Winning those 1v1s. I wonder how Crescendo is going to deal with that, especially with that stack of Chocolate and Sweet Tooth.
I don't know, but I'm sure it's going to be incredible, and it sounds like they have readied up, so we will be jumping in right now. So we'll see how they respond.
We will be seeing here right now. Corrupt versus Crescendo. Both teams have readied up. We are going to get started here. They're both lined up in their tombs. The tubes. Excuse me. The countdown is underway. Wow, this got dark. As teams are underway, first touch will go to Crescendo. So headbutt that one into the orange zone, and it will be collected. First possession, Goran to Sweet Tooth. Shot off the post, out of the bubble, but Goran will not get there. Golden 17 slaps it away.
Yeah, so early opportunity missed by Crescendo, but plenty of time. All getting punked. Golden 17, B-Love, duking it out in the tubes. Now it's going to be reset to Slads, so Slads will push the back up against the wall. Nobody coming from behind. Now resetting to the middle. Now a deep delivery in. That's going to be an opportunity. Oh, no. Back pass to Golden 17, right back to Slads, and a reset again. So very cautious early on from Corrupt.
Now Slad sending that one in. Unfortunately, the pass is off and will be a self-clear out of the bubble. And what a stack there. Sweet Tooth able to get that one grabbed. It's looking for the send-out, though, caught in the trap. That's why we call it the trap. It's Golden 17. We'll get that one picked off instead. Corrupt back in possession there. Slad's looking at this. Oh, wow. B-Love pick in the pocket. The OG, triple OG, gets that one turned around here for Crescendo. Sweet Tooth lock shot, though, off of the barrier. As Chocolate will get it recovered. A soft pass there to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth trying to go back to his paired teammate, although that'll get slapped there from Slats to get it back out of the bubble.
Wow, beautiful re-grab in the half court by Choco and Goran to pick that one up. Now a reset to Goran. Goran over the right side, Choco. Choco in space, kind of creating some room to maneuver. Oh, what a pass, Sweet Tooth with the slam!
Absolutely phenomenal first goal there from Crescendo. As they will get their first two on the board here. It took a minute 27 to get that first goal here. So far, a slow scoring rate. Of course, we'll see how long that holds for, as Corrupt will come out now on the jealousy advantage. Rolling kind of a standard split, though. They keep one short. Actually, they all stay a little bit short. Nobody progressing anywhere through mid. And there's that first pass up to mid there. Gunny saw with it. Moving through. They are all the way through. Look at that. They've got a 2v1 against the goalie right now. Slads bringing it in. And we'll bring it top corner pocket. Puts it in. Goran will get some credit for it, but it was a Slads dunk, and Corrupt have tied it up.
Yeah, I mean, you can afford to be a little steezy around the goal right now just because of the way the game is working, and Goran got that save, but yep, it goes down as a goal. Disc over to the right side, B-Love right back. B-Love loves the reset. And now it's going to be Choco with the disc. B-Love getting a ride off somebody and a touch. Now it's a 3-on-2. Oh, man. Doing damage in the goal. Sweet Tooth with the punch out. Choco with the finish.
Yeah, it was a fantastic shot there from Chocolate. Good placement. It's the bottom corner pocket. And that puts his team up by 2 here. 3 minutes off of the clock here in this first round, 4-2. as these teams continue to fight to get into the finals. Of course, getting into the finals isn't just a chance at, ooh, that's a big turnover there. That's Sweet Tooth and Chocolate, of course. Look at this 3v2, and they give it away to Slads, who turns that one around. But of course, you're not just fighting to get into the finals. Of course, you get into finals, you get the finalist badge. One of the rarest badges in the game is Spin. Will send that one in for the 2 and tie it up here 4-4 for Corrupt.
That finalist badge is so cool. I mean, you see those, you go in a pub and you see, and it's just like, what is that? There's like some writing on the bottom. What is that? It looks like there's more words than usual, and then it's like, yeah, finalist. You're like, oh man, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, that's what's on the line. Both these teams gonna have to win 2 more. They'll have to win this one. Oh my, does that go in? No. Ooh. Sweet Tooth and Chocolate, what a regrab, what a save. I do believe that was going in. Goal is open. Sweet Tooth just a little bit wide, gonna have to redirect, and it will be picked up by Slads and sent out.
And Slads does get that one out in the hands of Golden 17 here on the near side. Golden sends that one up. It will be high and into the hands of Chocolate as Gunny Saw will get stunned out in the blue bubble there. And they're sending this one out. B-Love there on the far side as Chocolate and Sweet Tooth pushing away. Goran all the way back in the goal.
Oh, what a pass.
And yeah, that was a send in there. Sweet Tooth somehow gets a boost. Open goal opportunity. Doesn't miss. 7-4 Crescendo have retaken the lead.
Wow. I fully believe that was a directed pass by B-Love, bouncing off the angled bevel of that mid area and dipping it down low. Sweet Tooth getting the regrab, or the leech, I think. So a little bit of a lead here, 5 minutes left, so plenty of time, but oh no, that's not what you want. Oh, out of the hands of Choco, backline player is going to be there, Goran. So creating enough pressure to get the turnover is Crescendo. That clear is going to be very good. B-Love and Sweet Tooth break up though, and Slads is going to pick it up.
The Spin sends that one up into the hands of Slads. Slads juking around, is trying to juke around B-Love and Sweet Tooth, but of course B-Love ain't got the time for that. And so that one gets sent out, and another turnaround, though that one into the hands of Sweet Tooth again. It's a little back and forth right now. Sweet Tooth looking for an opportunity. Instead, we'll back this one out wisely, as the teams were doing a little bit too much give and take there for a moment. Goran now to the floor. Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth looking for a cut. Does not have one. Goes back to Goran. Goran, though, will back it out himself and try to pull that defense out, as they're not liking what they're seeing in the bubble. B-Love now at the edge of the bubble has one across. We'll go behind the goal there, try to hit Chocolate, and instead it will take an ugly bounce there out of the bubble, as Gunnysaw will collect it and send it away down through into the Crescendo zone now.
Slads with the disc going in. It's a 3-on-2 right now. Beautiful pass up. Oh no, the one-timer. Oh, the quick release. Oh, Goran taking it right out of the hands. Disc is out. It is deep. It is picked up. It is delivered. Goran on both sides with the defense and the offense. Big time 3, 6-point lead.
And that there's a really important 3 that puts them up by 6, as you just said there, Doc. And that is a really important lead with only 3.5 minutes to go as we come out of the tubes here. Corrupt with his joust advantage will roll out the standard split. Again, though, they keep that one back. That's for that short pass to the near side. And it's just interesting as well as Golden 17 doesn't go up much further than the wedges on the far side. But now Gunnysaw in his mid position will send it through. Takes that bouncer. And the reset to Goran on the back line to turn it around. Crescendo have retaken possession here with 3 minutes to go in the first round. Though the giveaway there, Spin, open goal, sends it. Oh, off the post and out of the bubble.
Yeah, that was a tough angle, but the defense for Crescendo continuing to create havoc in the backfield. Oh my, look at that. Now they're on the offense, we just getting stunned out. But yeah, wow. I mean, the small passes are working, but then the stack from Sweet Tooth and Chocolate, they're just too fast. And if you don't have a pass open on the other side of the arena, then you get what happened on that last play where you get the disc to your player on the mid, and they got Choco and Sweet Tooth just barreling right down on them, and they just got to clear, then Goran just swoops it right up. So yeah, just really great defense right now by Crescendo.
Now, was that a headbutt or is that just a misgrab? Couldn't really tell there. Is sent back here. The Sweet Tooth recovers, sends it up, somehow gets it to Goran. Goran hits Chocolate, cutting in, and Golden 17 will just pick that one off before he can send it in, and now sent all the way out, taking a bounce there, keeping it to the edge of the bubble. Sweet Tooth has to send that one away as he was under assault there, and that one will just kind of slowly make its way to that far side trap as Goran gets there to pick it up for Crescendo through the tube and into the hands of Slads for Corrupt, who will now turn this one back around. Less than 2 minutes to go here. Corrupt need at least 2 threes to tie this one up and make it 3 threes. A Sweet Tooth will hit that one for a 3 and put his team up by 9.
Well, Crescendo running away with it, might be out of reach already, but Chaco, you know, it was a little bit casual in the bubble there and lost 2 points. They did turn it around eventually and got the 3 back, but not behavior you want to continue against a team as good as Corrupt and still needing to win this one and one more in order to punch your ticket. Not a time to relax, I don't think, as Chaco and Sweet Tooth regrab very quickly to the disc there.
Yeah, that one cleared all the way in. They will get this one picked up. Nice stack as Goran will get that one in off of the backboard, and that will put Crescendo up by 11 now. As 15-4, we get into this final minute. That right there should be the ice. We will, Crescendo, we'll take this first round over Corrupt, rather decisively at that. I'm curious what adjustments Corrupt could make here, because really it seems to me like that Chocolate and Sweet Tooth stack is doing a lot of that heavy lifting, but also, of course, B-Love's midfield play, and of course Goran's backfield play. The pair of those, that pair as well, has just been really tough to contend with for Corrupt in their capacity and their inclination to kind of rely on their 1v1s. The Slaz will send this one through. But yeah, I'm curious I'm not even sure what adjustments Corrupt is equipped to make here against this Crescendo team. As Golden will get the final goal here of round 1 to make it 15-6.
Well, let's check in on the sidelines with Athena.
Okay, so, I was really impressed. Corrupt came out swinging in that first round, and they had possession of that disc, and they stayed down in the blue area right around the outside of bubble, doing a lot of passing, and they were really looking super strong there. And once Crescendo took the disc and they maintained possession of it, they just went with it. And, Oxford Dictionary defines the term crescendo as a gradual increase in loudness. So they certainly have begun that. And it'll be interesting to see if round 2 continues to just increase in that loudness, or if Corrupt is going to, break into that and mess them up a bit. Show them a little corruption. We shall see indeed. Fantastic match. Super fun game. Chocolate and Sweet Tooth, their stack, we've all said it. It was one of the things that when I first came into casting, I was warned about. Their stack is so insane and so fast, and it is. And I'm impressed. I don't know how you stack that quick. It's a skill they should teach. They should make a video or something. Nice to see B-Love in the arena, and he's doing a fantastic job. Everybody is. Corrupt is still hanging in there. They're doing a great job. It sounds like they're going to take a little pause here, which I was shocked also that earlier, there hadn't been a pause. And in that first round, I get it. You always let the first round kind of play and see how things work out without taking the pause. But it's there if they need it. So, and they've got 2 more rounds. It's definitely not over, but Crescendo has shown that they're here to play, and then they want to move forward. So we'll see.
We shall see, as we get a timeout here during this intermission. I did not catch who it was who took that timeout, but really was just extending the intermission. As teams are welcome to do. So, take a moment real quick. Patreon.com/VR Master League or VRML? I think it's VR Master League. Patreon.com/ actually, now I got to double check. I thought it was, I had it, it is VRML. Patreon.com/VRML. Check it out. There are four tiers, 4 levels, as it were, that you can invest in and help us out at the infrastructure level. Of course, that money, the money from the Patreon does not go towards prizes, but if you're curious what it does go towards, there's a little blurb there that'll let you know kind of generally what that does go towards. So check it out. That is at patreon.com/VRML, and would be greatly appreciated. That's generally for like infrastructure stuff, servers and whatever other things we kind of need to pay for as just as a course of operating the league that continues to expand and grow at a pretty amazing and incredible rate, and we're all very grateful to be a part of that journey and that story and that growth. And if you want to be a part of it too in a more direct way, patreon.com/VRML. Or you can go check out vrmasterleague.com/volunteers. If you want to sign up, if you want to be a caster or a content creator or a mod even, you can. There's applications there as well. I will say if you want to sign up for any of them, put some effort into the application. That'll go further than anything else. It's just putting a little bit of effort in the application. If you're answering with three words for essays, for what could be essays, it'll probably just get glanced over. So check all that out. So it looks like this timeout has ended, and I believe that we should be getting back into this one rather quick here, Doc.
I'm excited. I mean, there was a lot of great action in that first round. I know it did go down pretty heavy to Crescendo, but I mean, who knows? Like, folks are suggesting to Corrupt that they should break up that stack from Choco and Sweet Tooth. Easier said than done.
Right.
But if they could do that, then maybe things could shift around. So let's see what happens here. Winning the offensive joust is Crescendo. They're moving up. Passing over to Choco Lid, it's going to be a little bit out of the hands. Typical neutral joust chaos. Sweet Tooth hanging out on the shield. It looks like they will reset.
We're set in the hands of B Love, and of course, one of the folks that was talking about that they needed to break up that stack was none other than Cruisin'. Of course, the goalie for Instinct here in VRML, and he will be playing next week. Very possibly playing in the finals himself, so has a lot of experience with breaking those stacks up in the backfield. As B Level handle this one on the far side, gets that defense out a little bit, goes over to Sweet Tooth. What a pass, what a play. I cannot believe that works out that well. 41 seconds in, Crescendo will get the first goal here of round 2.
Yeah, looked a little easy, but now's the time. It was on the offensive joust that Corrupt really lost round 1, and honestly, that's what won Crescendo both rounds in the game that they played again. Oh my, that is what they're doing.
Wow.
That is how they're continuing to score. Chocolit and Sweet Tooth reading that pass absolutely like a book, ducking in 19 meters out, easy for a player of Chocolit's caliber. And if that's the way that this round is going to go, you better, go ahead and close it down, because Crescendo's running away with it.
Yeah, they are 5 points up, a minute and a half into the second round. They're feeling pretty good right now. It's a little give and go here. Oh no! Oh wow! Sweet Tooth hits the inside of the post, but still makes it out of the bubble. As that back stack will get there. Goran with the pickup, sending this one right back up in the hands of Sweet Tooth. Looking at a 1v3. Sends that one up, looking for the cut. Instead, it'll be a self-clear. Because Goran, no, it'll actually be B-Lev off a stack there with Chocolate. B-Lev gives it off to Goran. Goran looking to go across the Sweet Tooth and backs it up to B-Lev here. Now at the bow tie, 2 minutes off the clock. B-Lev pulling out Golden 17. Hitting Chocolate, juking by 1. Looking to go in on 3 and hits it. Good for the 2, and that's going to put Crescendo up by 7 here in the second round.
It's just too much pressure. They're too fast. They're regrabbing too quickly, and you hear the dinger go off for Corrupt. Going to take a timeout. On that last one, it was the first time I saw Crescendo run a double stack. Usually they're sending B-Love at the quarterback, and Sweet Tooth and Choco are hanging out in the mid with Goran on the backside. That time they sent Choco and Sweet Tooth at the quarterback, with B-Love and Goran going to the mid and waiting. That it was B-Love and Goran that were able to scoop up once Sweet Tooth missed that ding 3. They were able to recollect because they were stacked up and together. So running a few different looks at them, but the name of the game is pressure.
The name of the game is indeed pressure. And speaking of pressure, actually that doesn't make sense. I'm just forcing a transition. Sweet Tooth, Chocolate, B-Love. Let's see, I believe those 3. I think it's only those 3 in this game. You know what they all have in common?
They called their mothers today?
They called their mothers today. That's a good one. That's a good guess. But no. Actually, something that they also have in common with you and Athena, Doc.
They're very good looking.
They all met me. Actually, Goran is on this list as well. As I think about it, I'm pretty sure Gunny saw maybe as well. I'm sure a couple of them, maybe Spin. They've all met me at a LAN. In fact, if you want to meet me at a LAN, if you want to meet a lot of these folks at a LAN, this July 29th through 31, VRML is proud to sponsor the Redshift Contender Series 2, live from the Wyndham Grand Hotel in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, my hometown, where I am casting from right now. Not the Wyndham Grand, but of course Pittsburgh, actually Carnegie. Come meet with your favorite Echo VR friends and personalities. Enjoy free play sessions and watch and compete in the amazing environment that you can only get at a LAN, at this LAN. It's going to be beautiful right there next to Point State Park. All matches will be streamed exclusively right here on VRML. Visit Redshift VR Online. RedShiftVR.online and reserve your tickets now. I'm telling you, Point State Park is right outside. It's literally at the where Three Rivers connect. You can see literally from there. You can see all the stadiums. You can see the casino. You can see Mount Washington. You can see most of downtown. You can see the hotel itself. It is absolutely beautiful. There's a ton of bridges to look at, and literally, if you walk out the front door of this hotel, you walk across the street, you are in Point State Park as well. The event space itself looks out over the park, has a wall of windows that look out. It is absolutely gorgeous. This is one, I've been saying it now for a little while that I will never have to sell anybody on Pittsburgh ever again after this LAN. It is going to be that beautiful. Once again, RedShiftVR.online and reserve your tickets now. Doc, are you going? I'm not putting you on the spot. I don't know if you're going. Are you going?
Well, after that, how can I not? after that ringing endorsement, it is on my plans. I'm finding it hard to plan in advance these days. So I kind of like. I'm like 80 or 90%, but I just haven't punched the ticket. Just there's so much uncertainty in the world with everything going on. It's hard to punch that ticket for me, but I am very excited about the Redshift LAN, and I really hope to go there. I went to the Tyro LAN in February. Yeah. It's where obviously I met Sir Dimwee and Athena for the first time, and other amazing folks, and it was unforgettable, absolutely amazing experience. If you have never been to a LAN, if you can make it in any way to Redshift or any other LAN that comes up, just go. It changes everything. It changes the way that you understand, who these people are behind these robotic skins that we see so much. So it's pretty cool, and yeah, definitely highly recommend it.
Highly recommend it. Athena, again, I'll put you on the spot, but I don't mean to. But will you be going to the Pittsburgh LAN?
I will. I'll be there. Absolutely. Ooh. Can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it. And, yeah. And, it's funny because I always talk about LANs, and although the play is incredible, it's not about the game when you're there. You know what I mean? It's about all of us. And the thing that we all have in common is this incredible game. And we meet people that I would have never in a million years gotten to meet you in person. We never would have crossed paths had it not been for this game. And, I think that's really cool. And it brings people from different paths and different ages and just across the spectrum together. And we have this incredible game in common. And I just think that's super cool. So
it's definitely super cool. And of course, also got to meet Newton Dad at the first Redshift LAN back, what was that, June, July? I don't remember what was it, June or July of last summer. Whatever that was. June, the man says. That was, of course, a fantastic time in Spotsylvania. But we are back here in round two between Corrupt and Crescendo. Corrupt coming out on the Shout's advantage, but we'll turn over there. Sweet Tooth has it, sends it off, and will be picked off instead by Golden 17. Sends that one up, open goal off the post. That is a heartbreaker. Gets it back. Second opportunity. We'll hit that one for the 3. And 16 seconds after we come out of that timeout, Corrupt has 3 on the board.
Yeah, and couldn't come at a better time. Down 7, still 3 minutes to go, but not having scored in 3 minutes of gameplay, that can start to break your mental, especially having lost round 1. So good little timeout and nice little recovery there. And now it looks like they have the disc and only down by 4. Let's see what they can do. Stacks are flying.
Oh my.
Looks like they're going to pick it up. Oh my, almost picked it up, but swoop it out. Oh no, Goran says no.
Oh.
Golden! Oh my lord, Goran getting the stun out and holding it for the moment. Oh,
Wow.
Golden, no.
Oh, Corrupt. Those are goals you've got to collect. You've got to connect on. You've got to capitalize on those moments. Otherwise, something like this might happen as this is all the way down to their bubble. Nobody getting away cleanly. Nothing but leeches. It will be Gunnysaw, though, luckily getting his hands on it first, sending it back, but in the hands of Sweet Tooth. And Sweet Tooth will now send this one up. Shock will lit on the far side. Hits B-Love behind the goal. B-Love sends it in, but Golden 17 will get it picked off and sent away. Once again, that's due to that, you mirror the hand of the shooter. Mirror the hand of the shooter, and you try to get that grab. It doesn't always work out, but it does there. As Goran sends this one right back in. Choco lit. Hits the cut to B-Love again. Does not miss this time. B-Love hits it for the 2, and that will put Crescendo up by 6.
Crescendo is just so in sync. I mean, even when a stop gets made, if the clear isn't fully good, you saw that beautiful redirection. Goran hanging out on the double diamond. I think it was Choco. I'm not quite sure. Someone just knew that Goran was there and was able to get that nice little slap, reset, and then, oh no, this is not good for Corrupt. They do recover, but Choco and Sweet Tooth, like sharks, in on the action, adding so much pressure. They do recover, but it looks like, it's gonna. Well, this will be a 2-on-1 situation for the moment. Choco and Sweet Tooth broke up uncharacteristically, and that allows the score. So not out of it yet, not giving up. Corrupt coming in, down 4, and on their defensive joust.
Yeah, that was Gunnysaw taking the shot that went in off of the head of Goran. That was Gunnysaw's shot. So, back on the 4th. We hit the halfway mark of the second round. Of course, round 1 was in the hands of Crescendo. So if they win this round, they will move on to the next. Although they will have the next round off. They will, you have a break in the next round for that top, the upper bracket to get their play in. As B-Love gets this one saved, sends it 33 meters away. The OG, triple OG, hits it for the 3. Puts his team up by 7.
I mean, that was absolutely filthy. B-Love getting the stun out like a thug in the tunnel. Stealing the disc, turning around, and throwing an absolute seed. Incredible play there by B-Love, and that's something that can absolutely take the wind out of your sails. You were only down by 4, now you're down by 7 and facing this re-grabbing stack from Choco and Sweet Tooth. That's absolutely beautiful. That's what I love to see. I mean, that is, to me, that is the essence of Echo Arena. What we just saw from Crescendo, Choco and Sweet Tooth, it's just beautiful. I'm hats off. Hats off.
The law in chat, pulling out the Flintstones reference. Bam, bam. You're right, sir. Oh no, off the backboard. They're going to get another opportunity. They send it in. That's off the post. The Sweet Tooth was not able to collect on that one. Gunnysaw loses it. B-Love gets it. No, Chocolate. No, Golden instead will get it and flings that one out. We're only, a 10-point lead right now to Crescendo. Still 3.5 minutes to go. There's still plenty of time for Corrupt to come back here, but Spin sends it. Open goal. Hits it for the 3. They're back within 7.
Well, nice fighting by Corrupt, especially a 7-0 run by, or actually an 8-0 run, 6-0 run by Crescendo to take it to a 10-point lead. So absolutely much needed, but I mean, Choco and Sweet Tooth are just doing too much right now. It's absolute devastation with the defense. Goran with the disc, under pressure from Gunnysaw, going to deliver it over the right side. He's going to take a bounce off that root Geo. Sweet Tooth going to tap it back. Beautiful tap back to Choco Lid, and they will reset. Now under control. Going to deliver over the left side. B-Love hanging out on the 2. Oh no. It's Slads coming in, sending it out. The stacks are together. Let's see who's going to be there first. It's Sweet Tooth and Chocolate.
I know, but they give it away there. Slads in the near side too. Sends them across far side in the hands of Golden. Golden, nice Slads near side. Also with Slads' spin. The two of them right at the edge of the bubble. Instead, that's a turnover. I don't know how it happens. B-Love sends it out in the hands of Goran. Goran has Chocolate in the bubble. There's all 4 orange bodies there. Lit comes away with it, scoops it, but it will be picked up by Spin as that scoop was wide of the goal, both on the way in and on the way out. As Chocolate does get there. Golden 17 gets there, sends it in. Chocolate gets a stop, but it's going to be Gunny Saw bringing it back in, hits it for the 2. With 2 minutes to go, Corrupt have brought it back within 5.
Okay, well, not out of it yet. 5 points down. Little under 2 minutes left once the timer goes down. So Crescendo absolutely does not want to see this go to a round 3. They want to stay rested. They want to stay cool. And they want to take this one in too. So let's see what they do. Goran quickly delivers over to the left side. Chaco has the relay pass. Sweet Tooth not under pressure, so can take it one-on-one. Oh my goodness. This is not good. Oh my! Slads jumping through the goal, getting the save. And for the moment at least, still in the game, although the time is cutting down. Spin. Golden, yes!
Wow.
In 3 points down. We got a game, didn't we?
It was 15-5. It is now 15-12. That is 7 unanswered points here from Corrupt. 1 minute to go. Corrupt want to send this to a third round. Crescendo try to keep it in 2. Of course, the loser here will be done. Their season will be over. That send out not good. They have to get it recovered here. Chocolate and Sweet Tooth still together, though, with possession. They're looking to dribble. That's going to be 1. That's going to be 2. They send it out. It's a bad bounce. A really bad bounce. They have to recover here again. They do, though. Sweet Tooth now sends it through that far side tube. Gets it out, but it will turn over. That Spin picking it up here. 50 seconds. Corrupt back in possession. Sending this one out. They're looking to dribble themselves. They do. Golden does not have a shot at the goal. Back in goal is Goran. As Golden now juking around on the near side. Looking for a cut. B-Love pressuring. Golden still looking for that cut. Sees the show the open goal. They tied it up. There's going to be 15 seconds.
What timing! It was Slads, and it looks like Ben who came in and got the double stun out on the goalie. Golden 17 delivering the 3, so we've got 17 seconds left, Dimwee.
Unbelievable as Goran looking to send this one out. 12 seconds, sends this one through in the hands of Sweet Tooth. They want to end this in 2. They still can't. B-Love to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth has Chocolate cutting. He gets stunned out instead. Golden 17 clears it. Is anybody going to get enough time for a shot? No. We are going to go to overtime. Wow. Wow.
Speechless. Absolutely speechless. Coming through in the clutch. Corrupt with the timeout, and they came through. Mental stayed intact. Let's see what they can do. Choco and Sweet Tooth will probably get this re-grabbing stack. Yes, they do. Choco delivering it up. Sweet Tooth with the disc. Under pressure. Oof. The disc, the pass, no good. Slads gonna get the clear through. It's gonna get caught in the trap. No, it's gonna bounce in a dangerous place, although no one's gonna be there leeching. B-Love. Goal's open for the moment, but Choco is back in goal.
Slads on with it, sending this one up, does hit Gunny Saw. Gunny Saw looking for the 1v1, bring it in off the backboard, hits it. We're going to round 3, just like that. Corrupt with 12 unanswered points in this second round against Crescendo, force a third round. Ooh, Ace and I know Ace and Redshift were ready to play, but we still have another round to go here. Athena, what a second round there for Corrupt.
That was insane indeed. You know, Crescendo started in, they got that first goal on the board with less than 1 minute. They scored another one really quick. And then by 2 minutes in, we were up by 7. You know, Crescendo was sitting there. They took a pause. Corrupt took the time to take that pause and breathe. And there's no telling what they talked about, but I would love to have been a fly on the wall for that conversation. 5 minutes left. They were just 5-12. It kept going. Then Corrupt had 7 goals right there, and they just pounded it in there to give us a tie with 17 seconds left on the board. Breathtaking and an outstanding overtime right there. Amazing. And I couldn't have asked for a better game to be on today, so yay.
Amazing indeed. And since we don't have a poll, I'm gonna manually poll the chat. So right now it's 1 for Corrupt, 2 for Crescendo. Who's taking the third round? 1 for Corrupt, 2 for Crescendo. Who's taking the third round? Who's going on to face the loser of the upper bracket game? 1 for Corrupt, 2 for Crescendo. Put them in the chat right now as we're going to start here round 3 talk. I don't even know at this point. That was ridiculous there from Corrupt.
Amazing. Let's see what happens on this one. It looks like Corrupt will win this joust for the first time this game. And coming in, Golden 17 getting stunned out, though. B-Love coming from behind. The absolute enforcer. Clear, no good. Back in the hands of Corrupt.
Oh, Spin is going to get the first goal here of round 3. Gets 3 on the board, and I'm looking over the chat. There might be a slight lean in favor of Crescendo, but only barely, if any at all. I think it's Corrupt might be considered the underdog in this one as they get that first goal there. If they are, it's only barely at this point as they did get the first goal. Gordon now handling this one for Crescendo. They run with the standard split, though, deep into the offensive zone. They're going to scoop it. Sweet Tooth scoops it in. Chocolate gets there, scoops it. That's going to be wide of the goal. Slads it stunned out by Sweet Tooth, sends it in for the 2, and they've got their first goal of the third round here. Crescendo is on the board.
Wow, you can feel the tension in this game. You can feel what's at stake. Winner goes on and with just one more win will punch their ticket and be a Season 5 finalist. Loser goes home. Tournament over. You know, they've got no chance. It's the last stand. So let's see what they've got in the tank here.
Golden 17 trying to send that one out instead. It'll be a turnover here. Chocolate has it up to Sweet Tooth. Goal is open. No contest. Dr. Pocket is in the building as Crescendo is going to take a 1-point lead here, 4-3 in the third round.
Well, coming out with a heavy punch was Corrupt, getting that big 3 early. Crescendo responding, getting the lead. We've already had 2 lead changes, and let's see what Corrupt does. Moving out with a standard split. B-Love going in. They're running their 1-2-1. Choco and Sweet Tooth do get broken up, but they get the disc over to B-Love. B-Love. Choco going in. Choco with backward shot. What a little bit of efficiencies.
That was that backhand 180 you see every once in a while in front of the goal there. That was absolutely phenomenal. And that is going to put Crescendo up 6-3 here, just over 2 minutes into this third round. Crescendo with the lead. Corrupt with possession. Corrupt running the ace play right now, a version of it. Sending out far side. Gunny Saw gets it clear out. Slads in the area. Will he be able to get this one recovered? He has to play the man. He does. He gets it recovered. He's bringing it in. He gets it. I cannot believe he just pulled that off. And they are back within 1.
Amazing. Just a slight misread by the backline player for Crescendo. Opened the window and Slads absolutely walked right through. Now, 5-6, 7 minutes left. Crescendo on their joust. Standard split. Over to the left side, Choco under pressure. Juking, waiting, sending it over the right side, B-Love. Not going to be under pressure immediately, but still will reset. Goran cruising through mid. Going to deliver it over to Choco. Choco has Sweet Tooth on the backside.
Oh my God.
Through again and again.
I cannot believe what this man is up to right now. This gets sent in. Golden 17 wanted to take a shot, but Chocolate gets back and goal in time. So Golden 17 will have to back this one out, of course. The Ace and Redshift game will be immediately after this game. It is not tomorrow. Calm down, chat. Golden 17 setting it in. Spin, turning it around. Oh, looking for the cut, little bit off. What a bounce there into the hands of Slads, who's looking to turn this one around. Goes back to Spin here. Spin hits Golden. Golden right in front of the goal. Will get it in for the 2, and that puts his team back in the lead, 7-6.
Back and forth, each team punching, each team responding. Crescendo with the disc. 1 point down. 6 minutes left. Everything on the line. The tournament, the season, everything. Goran with the disc. Jukes, the incoming player, delivers to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth with a little bit of room to operate. All players are broken up. They are not stacked. Oh my, Spin.
My.
What a save.
That was a phenomenal save as their stack is going to get there for it. Slads has Golden cutting into the bubble. They've got a 2v2 right now. If nobody gets a boost, it sends it across the Golden. Hits the top corner pocket. Corrupt will take a 3-point lead here as we approach the halfway mark of the third round. 9-6. Corrupt is looking really good.
Corrupt is looking really good. I mean, Crescendo having their opportunities and leaving a little bit on the table. So down 3, still 5 minutes left. There is tons of time into this game, but every goal is key. Sweet Tooth with the disc, delivering over to the right side. B-Love to the cutter. Choco. What a play.
Wow.
What a response. 9 seconds later, 1 point game.
Just like that. Crescendo, bring it back. You know, after the last goal, I said we were at the halfway mark. Now we're at the halfway mark. Called that a little bit early. It's only a 1-point game at the halfway mark. It's coming out of the tubes. Corrupt. 10 seconds over. We'll collect this one, spin with it, sends it far side. Golden gets stopped up there, Sweet Tooth. They've got 3v1. Chocolate and Sweet Tooth, the faded pair. Move it in, and they hit it. They retake the lead, 10-9.
Yeah, and you can see, I mean, the one major disadvantage of the standard split, Corrupt was extraordinarily spread out there, and as soon as the pass got intercepted, it was an easy 3-on-1. Could have Joker trained right in. Absolutely dominating defensive stand. 10-9 lead, 1-point advantage, and they're running, it looks like a 2-1-1. Oh, Choco and Sweet Tooth, too much pressure.
Too much pressure indeed. Chocolate trying to send that across, but it will be the hands of Golden 17. Now looking for it. No, sends it up to spin. They've got one end. Goalie is stunned out. Spin across the slats. Slats hits the pocket. They retake the lead here. We are trading the 1-point lead right now. This is going to be down to the wire.
Amazing. A little bit of a mistake there from Crescendo after they got that steal. I think it was Choco trying to bounce it off the wall and make a bounce pass, but it just didn't quite behave the way that he thought it would. Disc over to the left side. Choco gonna deliver it to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth, maybe a one-on-one pass to B-Love with the finish.
Wow. That one goes in off of the head of Spin. But it will be Crescendo back in the lead here, 12-11. I believe it was Sweet Tooth that took the shot. Was that so? Correct me if I'm wrong.
B-Love from below.
B-Love took the shot. 12-11 off of B-Love. Well, off a spin off of B-Love. Now Slad's handling this one. Another ace-ish play. This one gets caught in the corner pocket. They have to recover. Spin will get there, sends it through. But it will be picked off here by Goran on the deep back line. As Golden 17 aggresses, Goran still gets this one sent out. Gunnysaw trying to get there. Nice shield on B-Love. Instead, it'll be Spin. Sending it up to Golden. Golden wants to bring it in against the goalie. Was looking to juke, but that was B-Love came in, got him stunned out. Goran will get it picked off and set away here. They're going to have a race for it here as Crescendo could look to extend the lead. No, Golden 17 gets there instead and flings it back towards mid.
Disc down low. It's going to be Spin picking it up. Choco and B-Love are broken up. No stacks together for Crescendo. There's going to be a little bit of time here. Oh my. What a finish by Golden 17.
And that gives his team the lead once again. Unbelievable. I cannot believe. This is too much. This is too much. What else are we left to see here in this game? In this third round, 13-12, exchanging a 1-point lead at the moment. As Crescendo handling this one, that is Goran with it. They walk it up. They're just going to get the mid there. B-Love with it. They get the offensive attack now as B-Love will have to send this one back wisely. Get his team to set up here in the offensive zone with less than 2 minutes to go. Goran sending it up. Hits Sweet Tooth there on the far side. They're pressing in now. Sweet Tooth backs it out. They're trying to pull Gunnysaw all the way out there. They get him stunned out. They're going to get some numbers here if they press up. Well, they weren't fast enough. Sweet Tooth. Oh, they're going to get the goal anyways. Is that a 3? No, it was a 2. It was an 8-meter 2. And they retake the lead. One minute to go here, Doc.
Oh, my Lord. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm looking at multiple angles. I'm looking at my screen. I'm looking at the stream. I don't know what happened on that last shot. I think it was just a straight backboard, but it might have actually gone through the goal. In any case, Disc now in the hands of Goran. Goran, 14-13. Any goal right now is absolutely huge and might end the game.
A 3 here from Crescendo. Oh, my goodness. Oh, they're looking for the 2. Sweet Tooth, though, stunned out. And it will turn over Spin. Turning this one around, does get it passed up there to Golden. Golden off of the ceiling will take an ugly bounce there. The stack. Chocolate, Sweet Tooth will get a hand on it. Chocolate now, no. Oh, no, that was Slads instead. Gets there, tried to slap it up to Golden. Golden will play it off of that bounce. Gets this one up to Spin. Spin. Oh, gets away from that chain. I don't know how. Looking for the cut. That's off the mark. 36 seconds. Still a 1-goal game. Slads with it. Excuse me, a 1-point game. Less than a goal. Slads sends it in. Hits Gunnysaw, stunned out. Disc is loose. Will be collected by Slads. Still picked off. B-Love turns it around 25 seconds. Crescendo send it out. Goran looking to pick it up. That goal is open. It's still open behind the goal. Now it's off the mark. 17 seconds, they turn it around again. Correct.
Corrupt with the disc. They have a regrabbing opportunity. Slads picks it up. No. Disc is going to bounce into the bubble, though. Still dangerous. Slads in the area. Who's going to be there for Corrupt? 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Any goal scored ends the game. Slads with the finish. No! Slads! It's over! Crescendo takes it in 3, 1. Wow!
Well, if that's not the reason that we love this game, I don't know what one is. That was absolutely incredible. I have 4 pages of notes of back and forth from this game. That was absolutely remarkable and breathtaking. There's no words. That's it. That's all I got.
Wow. I gotta fix my hair after that one.
That you know, I don't even respect to the players in this game. Respect to the players in this game. But if I would really hate to be one of them right now. And that's not hate. That's empathy. That is pure empathy. I'm not gonna put out because I don't want to put anybody over the fire, but most of you know what I'm talking about. I would, you feel for him though. You have to, because that was a well fought game. That was so hard fought. But it will be Crescendo moving on. So Corrupt, their season will end right here. Crescendo will move on to face the loser between Ace and Redshift. Ace and Redshift have been waiting, so we'll go ahead and move on. We won't lollygag much longer. Just a lot of silence there for moments. What an end to that game. So we'll have a little change of faces here on the casting booth, and we'll be bringing Redshift and Ace here in just a moment. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
And hello and welcome back. What a day of Echo Arena, man. I am just tuning in here in the casting booth. I'm the one you see, Luke, that is, but next to me, Doc Education with a co-commentary. What an amazing game we just saw. Blank 56 on the sidelines, and of course, the ever so often Newton Dad is still on cams with Doc. I mean, we've seen some amazing Echo today, haven't we?
I'm literally still in shock, trying to process that last game. I mean, right down to the wire. I thought it was Crescendo. I thought it was Corrupt. I thought it was Crescendo. And then at the very last second, I really did think that Corrupt would pull it through. And wow, I mean, just a very close play all the way to the end. Credit to both of those teams. It's very sad to see anyone eliminated from the group that we have right now. Of course, this is not an elimination game that we're playing in right now. This game is a confirmation game. Whoever wins this will punch their ticket and be the 9th seed in the finals. They will get that coveted Season 5 finalist badge. Both of these teams currently, or were previously in Master before obviously having to fight for it again in the Challengers Cup. So very excited to see what happens.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Both these teams currently undefeated. And the way it works is with no grand final in the Challenger Cup, whoever remains undefeated will get that 9th seed, and then whoever wins the losers final, will get that 10th place seed. But here we go right into the action. Let's see, Redshift and Orange, Ace and Blue. Who's going to come through first? Redshift.
Redshift delivering it down. Oh my, goal's wide open. Disc just, Zux in the right location. I thought that was going to go a little low, and it did. But Zux picks it up and delivers the first 2 points of the game for Redshift.
Oh my goodness. I mean, what a way to start it off, but still, of course, plenty of time remaining. Only 30 seconds in as Ace is moving on through. Now with the Joust advantage, is going to juke on the ceiling, finds the long pass, is going to connect to Rosie Hope. Rosie Hope looking for an option. What does she see? Well, she sees some space and time being made now over to Steel Skydiver. Steel Skydiver up high, bouncing off the ceiling, but no, not going to connect. So a flubbed pass here. Still picked up, sent towards, but not quite finding the back of the net just yet.
Oh, but Dangerous has to throw it back. It will clear through. Wow, what a bounce. It's going to be picked up, though, by Rox on the back line. Rox moving forward. Punked up by Caesar there. Caesar going for the shot. It's going to be a little bit high. Multiple players regrabbing back. It looks like it's Butchabo. Butchabo with a little bit of a miss. Zux, though, with the rebound.
With the rebound and the save! I mean, oh my goodness, these players are playing out of their mind right now. Both teams, I mean, only 2 points on the board. How? Some amazing shots, some amazing saves, but let's see some amazing stacks. They do find the clear. Ace sending that one down through, but it is going to get picked up here by Buchibo. Getting stolen. Saluna 22 diving in. What can she do? Finds the cut, finds the goal. Ace ties it up.
You know, I was mentioning this in the game yesterday. Saluna is just looking really, really good on her one-on-ones right now. She is winning a lot of defensive battles, and on that play, just getting a great steal in the backfield and leading directly to a two-point score. So very nice play there by Saluna, adding the one-on-one excellence to what is already, I mean, one of the absolutely very best long-range three-point shooters in the game.
Oh yeah, I mean, this Ace squad's amazing, but so is Redshift Caesar! Finding the long 3, 5-2, just like that.
Woo! You can't turn around. You can't take your eyes off the action. This game is all fire. Both of these teams play very aggressively on defense especially, and so running that double stack Ace left the goal open just a little bit there, and that's a very difficult thing to do against this Redshift team because they are able to punish with the long range threes as well. So let's see what Ace is deciding to run here. Looks like a very calm and controlled multiple passing opportunities as they do get the disc through mid. Saluna delivering it over to the right side. Rosie moving up. Gonna not go 1-on-3, instead backing it out.
Yeah, backing it out, playing the smart game. Ace looking to end this. Finds the pass low. No! Holding it too long and gets stunned out, gets stolen from, and will get picked up by Redshift, who does send that one through mid for the stack to recover. It's an open net. It's an open 3, but the Geo says, no, sorry.
Bushibo, rocks with the steal. Tried to pass it to the teammate, but it goes just out of the... I think that was going in. Desirable. Reaching through the goal and saving a 3, but back in the hands of Rosie.
Back in the hands of Roji, back in the hands of Saluna. Saluna flipping around, finding the low pass over to Steel. Steel, one more. Rocks Titan will finish it, but there we go. What a play, 5-4.
Oh my. Rocks having fun, getting the Dusty on Caesar and then using Caesar as a little bit of Geo to juke with. Clip that one. That was an absolutely dominating play by Rocks Titan in the bubble, going for the 2-point score and back within 1.
Back within 1, low pass, Caesar. Caesar connects with Zux. Zux looking to connect with the back of the net, but no, 3 goalies. One of them got a hand on it, as that's going to get sent out, I think, by Rocks Titan. Rocks now to Saluna. Saluna looking for the clear, not going to quite go through. So will be Zux. Slowing this one down for Redshift. Has a pass behind, a very short pass. Elects to take it anyway to Bachibo. Bachibo getting stunned. So will be a pass forward to Ace, but it's not going to connect, but the stack will be there. Tries to find the angle, but a beautiful save from Desirable.
Amazing. The Desirable, one of the very best goalies in the game, got in goal, head turned around just quick enough to catch that absolute rocket disc. Now struggling to get back through mid, gonna get punked out, and it's gonna be Butchie sending it over to Caesar. Caesar with a little bit of room to operate, but now, Steel Skydiver comes in.
Coming in and coming through is the stack, but no, it's gonna be Redshift juking around, looking for the angle. Woohoo, very close. They're a little dangerous reset because they were heavily under pressure, but Rocks is able to get the ender off and get the clear and get the stack coming through and take the 3 and not going to find it, unfortunately, but almost a beautiful end-to-end play.
Yeah, Saluna with an uncharacteristic miss, usually absolutely golden on those, but of course, no one is infallible, especially with the tech that we run with. Rocks with the disc, delivering it over. No, getting stunned out. Beautiful grab, though, by Steel. Steel looking over to get it to Saluna. Saluna waiting, holding, moving up slowly. Rosie on the backside. Butchie. But Rosie takes it out of the hand and puts it back in. First lead of the game for Ace.
There we go. I mean, Ace finally finding their way on top, of course. Ace being that #1 seed coming into the tournament. Of course, seeding doesn't matter, really, at this stage of the game, but still worth noting, as now they are up by 1, 4 minutes left. I mean, do we get to have as much fun as we do in round 3 in this matchup? Let's see. I hope so, as it's going to be sent all the way through, picked up here by Rosie Hope. Jukes around. She finds a clear. It's going to get stuck in trap, but it will get helped through by Saluna, as that is going to be turned over to Redshift.
Disc now in the hands of Zux. Zux looking to maybe pass under a little bit of pressure. Rocks and Saluna coming up. Beautiful reset. It's going to be Butchie. Has Desirable open on the right side. Does deliver there. Caesar on the backside. Oh no. Rosie. Maybe would have been wise to send it to Caesar on the clock there, but they do get their hands back on it for the reset.
They do get the reset, and, they do get it through there to Ace. Ace looking for the long 3, but no, trying to go for the top pocket. Unfortunately, going to ding out, as that is going to get cleared through the far tube to the left tube, and picked up here by Redshift, looking to set up.
Steal. Oh, what a defensive stop, but just a little bit of a weird move going down instead of to the left for the disc, and it will be back in the hands. Oh, no, that's going to be a self-clear. Oh, but Butchie is in the right spot to pick that up. Saluna adding a little bit of pressure. Now goes low. Oh, just a little bit wide. Rosie coming out of goal. Rocks in the area. So very low scoring game here, Luke. With 2.5 minutes left, it's still a 1-point game, but only down 6-5. You think any goal right here is really, really big.
Oh, it's huge right now, and we might see one. Ace comes in and gets 2. Doc, they must have heard you. Ace now up by 3, the biggest lead in this game so far after the first goal.
Yeah, and a dangerous time for it for Redshift. Again, the winner of this game ends their tournament in a good way. They are punching their ticket to be a Master Tier team and a Season 5 finalist badge. That's what everybody wants. Oh no, goal is wide open, but didn't quite see it. Maybe Desirable taking the shot. It's going a little bit left, and Zuck's going to have to recover it. They will have to reset.
They're going to have to reset, send it around. Buchibo now over to Caesar. Caesar looking to finish this. They need to get the 2, and they do! What a play! Zuck's finishing the job.
Okay, so only 1-point game. We're going to have about a minute, 20 seconds left once the timer goes down. This is going to go all the way down to it, Luke. Let's see what Ace decides to run on their offensive joust.
Yeah, let's see. They are going to pick this one up, go upside on the ceiling. A very defensive play, looking to really break that stack, as they are going to find one now. But they do elect to just juke, just buying some time. They are up by 1. They only need 1 point to win. And, well, maybe they're looking for 2 or 3 because there's a net open, but it's a dinger, unfortunately. So it's going to get recovered by Rosie, quickly sent back in the bubble, still to no one as they are stunned. So it's a free disc.
Oh, Saluna can't quite get there. This is going to be cleared. Will it be good? Yes. Whose stack is going to be together? It looks like Ace is going to get there first. They do. Rocks with the disc. The clear back is good. 45 seconds left. 1-point game. Dare I say, any score right now will more or less end it, or at least put a lot of pressure on. Steal! No, just a little bit wide. Rocks in the area. Saluna in the area. Steal off the side. Oh, Saluna says, hey, it's over, baby! 4-point lead, round 1, going to Ace.
Oh, she definitely said that. I can picture it. But man, oh man, I mean, what a round. Ace coming from behind, not in the lead until, the last few minutes there, and they just held on. 1 point, 2 points, 4 points. Well, it might be not 4-point lead to end it, but that bounce back will not be immediately recovered. So man, oh man, what a game. And blank 56 is the name of our analyst. What did you think of that one?
I think it was played extremely well. I mean, these two teams, both being Master teams, both fighting to see who will, ultimately be guaranteed to stay in Master here, while the other drops to the loser bracket for the next match. But, I mean, looking at this, you can just tell how well these teams play. It is like watching two gods, two powerhouses just go at it. It was back and forth the entire time, and it was just insane to see how these teams play. Neither of them played very quickly. A lot of very slow up and downs, up the court, down the court, no matter what it was. And they always had a reset option open. On Ace, they usually had at least 2 people staying back just a bit. One playing around the mid, one playing a little farther back just in case. And I really like a strategy like that, where even if it gets past someone, you can still pick it up. And once they have control that disc in the backline, they're able to send their players right up for a full-fledged attack, and it usually catches their opponent off guard. Obviously, Redshift, being the team they are, amazing defense, especially there by Desirable, able to hold it off, but not able to get it and hold them off the entire time there, as ultimately they did get scored on there. But round 2 is a completely different story, and I guess we will see what happens.
We certainly will, and thank you for that, Blank. Of course, with the analysis, but here we go, Doc. New round, new me. Let's see if Redshift can take it to round 3.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. Coming out of the tubes, it's going to be picked up. No, Zuck sending it out.
Yeah, I mean, you can't wait. Neither can Ace, because they're going to find the back of the net just like that. Only 15 seconds in.
Very quick answer, winning the neutral joust, and then with a little bit of typical chaos, thriving. Saluna in the bubble, looking dominant in this game. Redshift down 1 round, down 2 points. Let's see how they respond. Delivering it over to the right side. It's desirable. Now down to Zux. Zux, reset. Beautiful reset. Butchie with the disc. Saluna and regrabbing partner are broken up, so they do have a man. Bubble is wide open. Gotta be... Oh, Caesar, no! What a save! But Desirable taps it in.
There we go. I mean, Redshift finding success that may have been out the head and through. I'm not sure. Regardless, they got 2 as that game is now tied, and Ace with the just advantage.
Yeah, looked like there was a little bit of funny behavior on that play. But they do get the 2, so all is well that ends well. Rosie delivering it over to the left side. Rox moving through the tunnel. Desirable and Zux are regrabbing. Saluna delivering it over. Wow, what a strike. Steel Skydiver. What a reset. These teams are moving so fast. You cannot take for granted that an open goal will remain open, and Butchie did get in goal very quickly. Rox now adding pressure. Oh, Saluna with the left-handed pick. Oh, no. The right-handed. She's upside down. Rox with a juke. Rox going in. And a steal on the backside, finishing. Ace regains the lead.
Oh my goodness. Ace is just putting on a class of one more pass. I mean, wow. They're just constantly pushing to the net, finding that one extra pass, completely confusing the goalie, and finishing the job. But Redshift now are looking to tie this one up. Finds the left side tube. Going to get picked up by Zux. Zux, deep pass is going to bounce a rise, so we'll get picked up by Rox, and Rox goes for the clear.
Yeah, the clear, knowing the stack was together. Saluna now moving there. Can they connect? No. Just a little bit wide. Saluna going to have to do some work. Butchie getting the tap out. It's going to be Desirable in the area, and Desirable will make a great pass. Butchie coming through. Going to have a flat bounce. Easy pickup. Easy score. 4-4.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they needed to do. Pachibo, of course, by themselves, very easy score, and definitely what Redshift needed. Man, these games, these teams are close.
That they are. Round 1 went down to the last second. Round 2, tie game with 7 minutes left. Saluna with the disc, delivering it down low. Steal. Moving up, has an open option. Rosie delivers it down to Rox instead. Rox probably looking for Rosie. Now does pass. Rosie moving up. Gonna have to move sideways. The stacks are together. Zux and Caesar get a couple of regrabs and some speed. Rosie with a little bit of juking. Down to Rox. Rox moving sideways. Waiting for Saluna to come into the play. But oh no, the bow tie getting in the action. Unfortunately for Ace, but they do recover. Let's see who picks it up.
Let's see who picks it up. Well, it's going to be Desirable over to Buchibo. Buchibo, one more pass, but not one more score as the cut, well, doesn't quite connect, unfortunately, as it is going to be bouncing deep into the bubble. That's very near the net, but not quite in. It's a stack race, and that is going to get picked up by Buchibo just barely. Still just wide of the net, though. Definitely no chance of that one. But Zux is able to get the long clear.
Yeah, and maybe an attempted wall shot there, but anyway, picked up there by Redshift. Now coming in, Desirable on the backside. Zux, oh! Rox cruising through the goal, picking it out of the hand. What a save!
Oh my goodness, Ace is just pulling all the stops right now as, well, they find one more pass, and they're going to keep it simple this time, taking the lead now, 6-4.
Oh my goodness. So they don't get punished on that one because the clear was no good, but man... What a save by Rox Titan, cruising in. 6-4 lead for Redshift. 5.5 minutes to go on the offensive joust for Ace. Running a standard split. One down right, one low mid. Rox has Rosie moving through mid. Rox delivering it down to Steel. Steel maybe going to look for Rosie. Now does. Rosie moving through. Backline player holding the goal, so can't quite make the shot. Rox moving up. Rox on the shoulder. Now gonna keep moving up. Saluna cruising through, can't quite connect. Oh no, not connected to Geo. Rox gonna make it back tap. Does the backline player pick it up? Yes.
Yeah, a beautiful back tap there. Masterful control still with Ace. Ace getting pressured though. The reset was too far, so will be Caesar easily reading that one. Sending it through mid. And guess what? There's the stack, and there's the goal. What a play! Pachibo finishing it off. 3 more up, 5 up, Redshift.
Wow. What a turnaround This game is moving so fast, and both of these teams are punishing any little mistake. Redshift with the biggest lead, I think, of the match, certainly of this round. And Saluna now with the disc.
With the disc, finding Steel Skydiver back to Rox Titan. Rox setting that one way high for the stack to read. They get it, but they don't get a shot because the stun was there from Buchibo, who can save, shoot, stun. He can do it all, but now it's going to be having fun with the disc as Caesar looking for the pass across and slowing this play down back to Buchibo.
Desirable coming in. Cutter. Oh! Can't do that on Steel Skydiver. Easy turnaround, easy grab for a player of that caliber. Now, Zux with the disc on the station, delivers it back down. Offensive attack again, but she can't quite get it. Now it's going to be Steel. Do they get the clear? Yes. Saluna and Rox, oh, but the stun out by Desirable, and it's going to be picked up. No, ran over. Opportunity here. Steel, though, getting punked.
Yeah, great block there from Redshift, as it is going to be Ace finding control once again of this disc. So they are on the right side of the arena. The question is, they're still 5 behind. Can they get 5 points? Certainly. But can they get 5 points? Well, Redshift gets none. Let's see as it's going to be Rosie Hope moving in.
No.
And uh-oh. Caesar gets the clear.
Oh my, what a defensive play. Caesar absolutely, what do you call it, standing on his head in this game?
Yeah. Absolutely. As a Caesar, well, we'll find the pass to Zux, and Zux will finish the job. What a play end-to-end. Redshift with the Caesar with the read, Caesar with the assist, and Zux with the goal. Redshift now up by 7 in the second round.
Yeah, some uncharacteristic mistakes by Ace have led to some great turnarounds and finish by Redshift. 7-point lead, running away with it just a little bit here and maybe feeling the pressure. They did lose round 1, and so Redshift needs to take this round if they want to have a chance in this game. Rox moving through mid, has Desirable on the tail a little bit, but, you know, not much speed difference. Oh no, Zux almost got him, but beautiful redirect Saluna with the disc.
I mean, he forgot something. He forgot the disc. That clear, though, was panicked. So we'll get picked up here by Ace. Ace finds the long pass over to Steel. Steel now over to Saluna. Saluna's stunned out, so the pass was no good. So we'll get picked up by Buchibo. 2 minutes now on the clock. The clear is going to be clean through tunnel, past the back line. But Ace has a stack. It's a flat bounce. Do they read those? Well, Redshift doesn't, but Ace does. And it will be Rox with the clear.
Oh, what a play by Desirable. Great read on that disc, floating through space. Zux gonna redirect, has a player open, but elects to reset it. Oh no, the tap is good. Let's see whose stack is gonna get there first. This is dangerous for Redshift. They do recover though.
They do recover. Steel Skydiver, pressured from behind, finds the long pass across to Rosie. Rosie finds the deep pass, diving in. That's fast. There's the top pocket. Saluna getting 2 on the board for Ace.
What a monster. What an absolute monster. Saluna inverted, finds that top pocket. That is not an easy shot on a goalie like Desirable. Saluna, so much confidence right now, and, you know, much deserved, playing incredibly well. Zux now delivering it down low. Goal's open for just a moment. Oh no. Oh my, a little bit wide, and Rox picks it up.
Rox picks it up, sends it to Saluna. Saluna sending that one all the way through. It's going to bounce low. The stack does read it. That's an open 3, but they don't miss. They don't get the disc. They don't get the goal. It's 45 seconds. Ace really needed that. Time's a ticking.
Oh, the clear is no good, though. Saluna redirecting 5 seconds or 5 points down. They're still not quite out of it yet, but they do need to score very, very quickly. That clear may be good enough. Any score will certainly end it. Butchie. Oh, a little bit wide, but the time ticking down, it doesn't even matter. That is it. Round 2 is gonna go to Redshift, and we are gonna see round 3.
Oh my goodness. I mean, what a game. Ace only 5 points away, rushing just a little bit like an iota too much. And unfortunately, doesn't read the disc, so that will be a final score. Round 2, 13-6 for Redshift, coming through to this ever so awesome round 3. Blank, tell us all about it.
Definitely a very, 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 very good round right there from both the teams, especially from Redshift side there. They were connecting every pass they could, Every shot was almost in, and they just played very well. Though on the side of Ace, I do gotta say, I did see a lot of more panicking, especially when they were down just by 5. That's when it really would start to be noticeable. They started panicking, their clears, their throws, everything started just to be a little less accurate. And that's something that you expect to see in a match as big as this one. You know, you down by that much, you do start panicking. Best thing I would suggest would be holding back and going back to that slow playstyle we saw in round 1. Both these teams got a lot quicker this round, and definitely a lot sloppier, especially from Ace there. And I really am excited to see what they'll do with the round 3 coming up here. I'm thinking that if they can get the control and they can slow it back down, Ace definitely is not out of this yet. But Redshift, absolute monsters on the court there, absolute amazing offense and a great defense, and I'm excited to see what round 3 brings.
Yeah, I mean, this is certainly exciting. Thank you for that, Blank. Well, here we go, Doc. They're in the tubes. They're coming through. Neutral Joust, round 3.
Let's see, they're coming out. Who's going to pick it up first? It looks like this time it will be Ace. Desirable with the disc, has to clear it back. Rocks right there. Caesar getting stunned out. Steel. Oh, wow, juking. And Rocks with the stun out. So full team play on that one. 2-0 Ace.
Yeah, I mean, what a game, man. I mean, the last time these two teams faced each other was back in April, and I believe Redshift won that one. And then previous to that, it was in March, I think, and Ace won, or Redshift also won. So, I mean, Redshift is the favorite in this matchup, hypothetically, but, man, Ace has been putting on a show, now taking that early lead, but Redshift's coming right back in. One more cut, and, well, one more goal, tying it up at 2.
Wow, nice work there by Caesar. Caesar having an absolute game. 5 points, 4 assists, and a save. Everyone, though, is getting in on the action. Only a save needed from Zux and Saluna in order to get the scoreboard bingo, as Sir Dimwee likes to point out. Now, tie game. 8 minutes left.
8 minutes left, still plenty of time, but that is going to be Ace trying to find some space. Now finding the hands of Steel. Steel back over to Saluna. Saluna on the ceiling. Will get pressured. Now over to Rosie. Rosie diving on through, trying to find the clear. Will find it. In fact, we'll find a pass over to Rocks. Rocks across just ahead of the defender from Redshift, but not ahead enough, as that's a long shot. That's bouncing, but not quite in the back of the net, but that disc is free.
Wow, what a pass right into the hands of Saluna, and that is an open goal. You do not want to give that to Saluna. It's going to go a little bit low, but feeling very lucky. All Redshift right now. Rocks with the disc. Rosie on the right side. Steel underneath. Saluna on the top side does reset, so Rocks being very careful. Now they're going to send it to the left side. Cutter in. Rocks. Right back. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's a miss you don't want to see. I mean, these mistakes are so important not to make. As well, there's another from Redshift. They don't find the recovery on the flat bounce, so it is going to be Ace having a moment here of reprieve before they have to go on the defensive in the bubble. So it is going to be pressure. 2 players caught out, looking maybe for the stack, but no, they're just floating around. So there is 1 player caught back, diving in the bubble. Redshift with the numbers advantage, looking for it. Maybe one more pass. No, the shot, and that's read by Rocks.
Wow. Amazing. Amazing. The defensive stops are absolutely insane right now, but right back in the hands of Caesar. Caesar moving up with the ender, moving off every Geo and taking on every defender in the bubble, finishing Redshift up by 2.
I mean, what was that? Oh my goodness, some monstrous stops, but I mean, wasn't able to get the clear from Ace, so Redshift finding 2 more. They're up by 2, still only 3 minutes in. And another very, this defensive stack breaker role that Ace really likes, as they're just waiting for someone to come in, or suffice, take some space. Maybe here on the near side. Yep, they are going to find it. Now over to Steel. Steel getting some time now. Looking for the pass across, finds the deep one. No reset option is available, so they're going to find it high over to Saluna. Saluna getting pressured. Back to the Geo for the reset. Rocks Taking some time, but taking too long because Caesar is coming out strong with that turnover again. All night, Caesar's been doing that, but all night, you didn't miss that, Bujibo, as that is going to be cleared. Not quite through just yet, but Ace once again in control.
Yeah, how many times have we called out Caesar's name, especially on the defensive side, stealing it just in space? I mean, making people miss. Now Steele has a one-on-one opportunity against the goalie. Gonna go left side pocket. Goalie on goalie action. 4-4.
Yeah, 4-4 indeed. As, man, oh man. I mean, what a game. This is round 3. The winner moves on to the finals next weekend. The loser is not out just yet. They get to play in the game next, as that is going to get picked up across to Zuck. Zuck's long 3. He don't miss those.
Yeah, don't do that. I mean, jump out a goal, but I think, give someone a bump and then send one. Don't send two. Don't leave the goal open, Zucks. Delivering a very easy pickup. So, great response there by Redshift, continuing to put pressure on Ace. Ace struggling to score just a little bit in this round and, frankly, in this match. Every goal is huge right now, and a 3-point lead, it doesn't feel like a ton, but it's definitely a little more than maybe average.
Yeah, it certainly is a different change of pace, different pace of game, but it is going to be Steele on the wall, just taking some space, taking some time. They are down by 3, but that's just one goal. 4.5 minutes, tons of time, and there's a long shot, but I'm not sure what they were going for, honestly, as that is going to get cleared right downfield by Redshift. Redshift is there for the stack, but they don't get the read.
Yeah, that would have been another open goal opportunity. Zucks, though, picking it up. Butchie with the cutter, desirable. Now maybe a one-on-one. Oh, my! Rosie in the defensive zone. Comes in and delivers. Beautiful clear through. There are multiple players, although the stacks come back first for Redshift.
It is going to get cleared through by Redshift. Their stacks have been just so good, but there's just no stacks necessary as Desirable gets the read and finds a tight angle. Redshift now up by 5.
5-point lead is massive. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left once the timer goes down. Ace down 5. Not everything on the line right now, but no one wants to go to fight Crescendo and risk being bumped out. They want to punch their ticket right now, and they can do it right here. Round 3. 3.5 minutes left. Win, and you're in. Lose, and you gotta fight again. Going in, Saluna, not gonna miss that one. Big time 3, 9-7. 2-point game with 3 minutes left.
Oh my goodness. These games in this Challenger Cup this weekend are just absolutely incredible. I'm so hyped. I'm so enjoying this, and well, so is Redshift as they're up by 2, looking to add to their score, but still 3 minutes left on the board. Long pass is good, empty net's better, but that pass was not meant for the net. It was meant for Caesar. Unfortunately, that's not going to connect to him, so it'll be an opportunity here for Ace to recover this. Unfortunately, everyone's stunned, so it will be Redshift somehow getting a hand and getting the outlet pass to Desirable, who's going to send that one down.
Okay, Saluna in the area, but moving very slowly. It looks like it'll be Rocks picking it up. No, Saluna does. Now sends it to the right side, or the left side, rather, but Butchie sends it in. Now Caesar with a cutter, Desirable, all from below with the Slam.
Oh my goodness, everything is going according to plan right now for Redshift. I mean, they are just popping off, but it's a 4-point game, which does make it a 2-goal game for Ace. A 3 here would be huge. This is what they really need, but hey, 2s will certainly be nice with 2 minutes left on the clock. It will just be what they need, is that are going to find that long pass. They're not going to find the connection on the first side, but the bounce they will read. Rosie finds some space. Moving on up. Moving on through. Still moving around, goes for the reset, is going to get turned around to Rock's Titan, finds a low cut. It's a 3-on-2, but they go for it anyway, and they find a goal. What a play.
What a move What a move by Steel, using that pole, dancing on it, juking everybody. And yeah, went 1-on-3 there. Zuck's kind of just hanging out on the sidewall there, not really in the action. So only a 2-point lead and not very safe here for Redshift. They would love another one. Oh no, Rosie. Can she make that? She elects to hold it as Butchie was in goal. Now gonna pass up to Steel Skydiver. 11-9, 1 minute left. Delivers down to Rosie. Rosie! Butchie with the save!
Yeah, with the save, and that's going to get sent all the way down the other way. Ace still 2 behind, but now is the time they need to shine because there's 1 minute remaining, and there is Buchibo getting that one down low into the hands. Not of Redshift, there's a headbutt. It's headbutted out of Ace's hands. Ace had control, but do they get it again? Yes, they do. 38 seconds now. That's sent all the way downfield. That's going to be high. The stack is there. There's a 3. No, it's a 2. Team's tied.
Oh my, just barely inside the goal to keep the tension going. We're going to have about 12 seconds left. Tie game. Are we going to see a round 3 overtime, or will Redshift take it? Or will Ace get a steal and a quick score? Find out.
Find out right now. 9 seconds. Red by Ace. Ace, long clear. Do they have a stack? No, they don't. They don't have a stack. So unfortunately, that will be. Well, unfortunately, fortunately, that's gonna be round 3 OT. Next goal wins.
Oh my goodness. Round 3 OT for Master for Season 5 finalist. Holy cow. Who's gonna win the joust? Who's going to get the hand on it first? Find out now.
Find out now. It's going to be Ace. Sending that one high. It's not a headbutt. It's a clear. But unfortunately, that's going to be cleared through now. Redshift looking for the long 3. They're shooting it. They catch it. Rocks Titan setting it high. Is going to connect. Quickly gets sent through by Steel Skydiver. Next goal wins. Next goal wins. Ace. Open net. The goalie's back. One more pass. One more goal. They're in Master. See you next week, Ace.
Ace coming through in the clutch. So many clutch plays by both players, and we're going to hear from Blank in just a second. But first, congratulations to Ace. You are officially Season 5 Master, Season 5 finalist, Redshift. What a performance. What clutch plays, what clutch saves. Gonna have to duke it out in the bottom bracket against Crescendo coming up, but Blank, what happened?
I mean, I'm speechless at the moment. That was so good. That was so close. That is peak Echo right there. That is what you love to see. That's why I love these Master games. That's why I love any game that's super close like this. Because at this level, at the end of the season, when games and MMR is all calculated, they are peak and they are at the prime. You put 2 teams that are one above and one below, you get some of the best Echo you will ever see. And that's what we got. It was close the entire time. Round 1, it was close. Round 2, it was close. Round 3, it was closer than it has ever been. We got an OT right there. It was amazing. Within round 2 and round 1, the first 15 seconds, Ace had a goal on the board. And, you know, the overtime came, Ace grabbed it, and they were looking to do it again. And they weren't able to do it at first. It took them a lot longer. As you saw, the defense from Redshift really stepped up there as they knew they were being under pressure. And, you know, that goalie jumped out, and that just left an open goal there for Ace, and they took advantage of it. They took advantage of every little mistake, and it was insane and absolutely crazy to see. And I want to see more Echo like this.
Don't we all? Don't we all? I mean, what an absolutely incredible game. And guess what? We get another one. We get another one, Doc. We get to see Redshift play against Crescendo. And oh my goodness, in my head, is that already a barn burner?
Watch out. Watch out. Crescendo coming through on the bottom bracket. They have been playing absolutely electric in this tournament, today. Redshift and Crescendo did play each other already on round 2 of day 1. Redshift took it in 3, but it was very close. Crescendo dominated round 1, 21-6. Redshift came back and won convincingly 15-6 in round 2, but round 3 it was 13-11 to Redshift. So I think, dare I say it, another round 3 OT.
Oh man, could we be that fortunate? I don't know. We certainly shall see. We are gonna go and take a quick break in just a second, but before we do, definitely huge shout out to all of you hanging out with us as part of the VRML community, as well as huge shout out to our sponsors, VR Cover, HyperX, Asterion Products, VRware, Arma, and of course the VRL mod team. Absolutely huge shout out to them. This league would not run without them. But well, I'm not gonna have as much fun without you, so we will be right back for the last match of the weekend, Redshift against Crescendo. Don't go away.
Hey, everybody. Guess what? We've got the final match of the Challenger Cup here in North America, so welcome back. I'm Palador here, joining you guys again, and being joined by the great one you see, and Blank, and Newton Dad on cams, and we have got, no doubt, an incredible match ahead. We've already had how many exciting finishes, Luke? I'm a little bit jealous, to be honest, but you know what? At the same time, it's good to end the weekend streams this way. We've had round threes, we've had OTs, and oh geez, I just can't wait to see what this one provides.
Oh yeah, I mean, we've got a little bit of everything, and the answer, Palador, also is never enough. We've never had enough close games. We haven't had enough round threes. We haven't seen enough OTs because,
yes,
well, we might see another one. We might see another close one at least. Crescendo, of course, coming through that lower bracket. Maybe we can pull up the bracket. I'm not sure, but Crescendo, of course, losing to Redshift. As this is the story of this game in the second round yesterday here on this stream, and I believe it was you and me as well, Palador. And unfortunately, you know, they won that. They lost that in 3 rounds. They then defeated Juicebox. They then defeated Corrupt, and now, well, let's see if they can defeat Redshift on the flip side. But Redshift, I mean, they've won all day except for today. So, you know, can Redshift find their first W? Is really what's going on in my head.
And I'm also curious what's going on in terms of the fact that they are coming off that loss, right? So have they had enough time to cool down, chill out a little bit, and reorganize themselves for this one, go in with a fresh mindset? Looks like we're getting ready to start here. Blank, any quick thoughts?
Honestly, I think both these teams are going to do great. Ace and Redshift obviously dominated the top bracket there. Now Redshift has dropped down. It's a rematch, and that only means it's going to be tight, and it's going to be really, really good as both these teams have come so far, and we are now in the last match of this cup. So it'll be exciting to see what happens here, as you know, once we get into it.
Yeah, I mean, we had plenty of earlier rematches too. We had Crescendo going up against Corrupt, and again, another fantastic rematch from day one, coming back into day 2 to wind up here in the final day, and the final match of the final day at that, and finals next weekend. So many cool things up ahead, and I mean, with that too, you know, these players, I mention it every time, but just the amount of time, it's kind of funny how it works, right? Because you train and you practice and you scrim for hours and hours over months and months, and for some players, years and years. And then in these seasons, all those months and hours of scrims and practice, it just boils down to a few short hours here on these huge events like this. So it's an exciting time to be in Echo, an exciting time to be watching this live. So here we go. We're taking a deep dive into the first round.
First round of many, and well, that's going to be Sweet Tooth getting that steal and that clear. That's going to get sent all the way downfield. Crescendo are looking to start this one strong, but it will be Redshift clearing that one through.
And on the opposite end of things, it will be Zux picking up the disc here, just dancing around as Zux does from time to time, and right there with the best of them, but unfortunately does lose it out to Sweet, who gets it to Goran. Goran, no momentum, but still manages to find a strong pass over, maybe too strong for his own good, as Caesar regathers and sends it out the opposite side.
Sends it through, and well, there's Crescendo quickly picking it up, but so is Redshift coming through, finding the recovery, finding the shot, but finding the save. Chocolate. Oh my.
You know what, Luke? Tonight, I think after the last 2 days of matches, and especially today, we need a compilation of just all these clutch saves. And speaking of, Machibo was one of those players getting saves in the prior game and comes in to save the day here for the first play of this one.
We really do. We really need that. We really need that thrown together. But let's see what Crescendo can do, as they are now down by 2. So Redshift looking good in the first minute and a half, but Crescendo with the joust advantage.
Goran not all too rushed and off the initial joust, kind of stayed anchored to drag up the defense even further, and this will enable the wide open lanes, of course, meaning you do need to be more accurate with those passes, otherwise you'll be taken over. But that said, Sweet Tooth gets a disc, a quick send-off there, slapping it out to the tunnel, but look how fast the stacks regather for both teams. Some stacks heading back on defense, a couple stacks trying to assault the disc and gather that one. Very speedy, but at the same time coordinated in this gameplay.
Yeah, very coordinated, as that is going to be Pachibo now sending it over to Zux. Zux sending it off the ceiling, and that was meant to be a pass, but unfortunately it's not going to connect as Caesar was the intended recipient, but are going to get stunned out, slapped through now for Crescendo. Crescendo open 3, they have the disc, they have the aim, they have the accuracy, they take the lead, 3-2, Crescendo.
Chocolate, last time I was casting him, which was to say just a day ago, man, was absolutely on fire for long spurts of time throughout some of those rounds. So certainly a player to watch out for and a player for Redshift to keep their eyes locked onto, because otherwise unlikely that those shots miss there. But at the same time, you could say the same for several of these players at this highest of tiers.
Yeah, you really could. And, well, Redshift is certainly playing at a high gear as they're coming in, and they are bringing about a save! Goran! Oh, my goodness, standing on his head as there's another clear. Sorry, there's another save. There's another clear as it is going to get sent through, but unfortunately the stacks are stunned back, so it will just be Redshift here to recollect.
Every time we get to these big cups and we see big saves like that, I get thrown back to the day where even the most basic of grabs were amazing as Goran goes guns blazing off a Chocolate assist. Just seems like the growth here of Echo, though. Again, these players, they make the easy or the difficult look so easy, and they make some of the things that would have been the utmost easiest of plays a couple of years back just look like pedestrian news now.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, it's incredible to see, how far and how wide, the pace of game, the play, the mental, the strategies has come in years. I mean, even since Season 3, since I started casting, I mean, the pace has changed so drastically. But here is a clear from Crescendo. Not quite going to go through, bouncing unfortunately off the Geo, unfavorably off the Geo, but that is going to get sent through. Will get picked up here by Redshift, though. 3 points behind, but looking to add to their score. Long, clear bounce, but no more as Crescendo recovers.
Almost dizzying with how much they have to turn and relaunch into different directions on basically a dime. They're stopping so quickly to redirect. You can see it there again. A lot of these midline exchanges just firing pot shots at each other that just end up in turnovers. That does turn over, though, into a goal. Sweet Tooth, the absolute truth.
Laying down the law is Crescendo. I mean, Sweet Tooth and Chocolate are just the dynamic duo. Chocolate scoring the last 3, Sweet Tooth getting this one. And, well, they're certainly having fun as they are up by 6 with just over 5 minutes remaining.
With Chivo finding a pass, actually just ricochets off the wall, but that's just perfect into the midst, although they don't hit the 3. So Caesar now tasked with rebounding, and he does, if only for a split second before getting split with a stun, as the stacks now split off. But Chivo gets the disc some way, somehow finds Zux, but then gets stunned again. That bubble is absolutely locked down now, and maybe resulting in a rebound to a goal. No, just slight misread. Now Chivo in the goal.
Chibu in the goal, and that long reset will connect. What a pass. But that's going to get Red Caesar doing it all day, but not finding the mail slot. But that will be recovered for the Submarine. Off the ding. Unfortunate. Maybe a 2. Well, that will suffice, and making it a 4-point game for Redshift.
Yeah, Caesar just having me on the edge of my seat almost. I thought we were getting a couple trips to Rome there, back and forth, but a couple misses. But fortunately, the rest of the team, they're not giving up on the play. They're in position to rebound. Exactly what you need to do until you see those lights flash and start the respawn process, because otherwise, nothing's a guarantee here except, I guess, our entertainment.
Yeah, our entertainment is certainly guaranteed. I mean, what a night of matches. And this one's far from over. It's still round 1. It feels like it's round 7. I mean, what's going on is that is going to get sent back. And now to Bachibo. Bachibo sending that one through to Caesar. Caesar trying to line up the shot. No good. Will find the pass over to Desirable. Desirable trying to find the connection low, but that will be misread. And that will be misread again. It's free. And there's the stun. There's the shot. There's the goal. Redshift 2 behind.
Not the easiest of shots either. Not only from a tight corner, but fading backwards. Those are deceptively tough, as many Echo players will know, because it's such a counter rhythm shot to how most shots are taken. So that takes a little bit, maybe even a lot bit for some, a lot bit of extra focus. Zux had that and really punished off that turnover.
Oh man, did they ever. So Redshift is looking to continue this momentum. They're looking to get their win. They're looking to put it in, and they do. They find a 2. They find a 3. Redshift now in the lead, 9-8.
My goodness, I guess Zuck's to be them because Zuck's just made 2 in a row and punishes again for a 1-point lead. He is a man on a mission here for Redshift.
Wow, what a change. We saw goals, every 30 seconds or so, and suddenly the last 3 are just piled on in just about 40 seconds total. So, Redshift completely changing the pace of this game as they're another clear, but that will be read by Crescendo. And Crescendo looking to change the scoreline, looking for 2 more, but that is still going to get picked up and reset by Redshift.
Well communicated on the reset there, but the key is finding those stacks. Otherwise, there's always the danger of those midfielders and potential backstacks, Sweet Tooth being the recipient there at the other end. Now defense scrambling back to goal. Another good reset here, this time on behalf of Crescendo, as Goran just waits and tries to bait out defense perhaps, but with no success. Good grab. They launch it out of the bubble, but not too far into the midline until the second try, and now off they go to the races.
Yeah, off to the races, and now Sweet Tooth, well, looking for the clear, but that clear was not good. The mail shot, very close, but it's not quite in. Diving in, though, with 1 goalie, 2-on-1, bottom pocket. Redshift gets things done, up by 3.
Exactly the shot they wanted and needed, and perfect aim from Desirable to hit that bottom pocket right on the toes. Gonna really hurt the foot, and right now they need to put the foot to the pedal, to the metal, because 3 points down. This is now a game of aggression if you're Crescendo, knowing you have some time, but not all too much.
Yeah, they really do need to put their foot down as they are looking for the pass across. They do not connect. Redshift reads those. They're just too fast, too quick. That's going to get cleared all the way down the other way. The stack, fortunately, was paused for Crescendo, so that weird bounce is going to get read. The stack does break apart, but it is off the head. They are able to pick that one up. 1 stun, 2 stun, but the clear does come through as it is going to bounce low. There's another read by Crescendo. Crescendo, bounce pass across. Not too slow. The block, the goal. It's a 1-point game.
Excellent job there now to bring it closer. Now, some clock was wasted off there, about half a minute. They still have some time, but even more aggressive now. They're going to need to be on these stacks here and on this launch. Really can't spend too much because I can only imagine Redshift. They know the priority here. Disc control and just basically make Crescendo as uncomfortable as possible on this launch. And they are doing a lot of that. But a turnover here, Luke. Now, this could be huge.
This could be huge. This could be exactly what they need. That's past Buchibo. That's an open 3. That's a shot. Oh, but that's a little bit wide. There's 17 seconds now, and Redshift is sending that one through.
Oh, man. A big opportunity lost, but it might not be too late yet. They need to get that out of there on the clear, but the opposite way, and dings off the pole. There's only a few seconds left, and without a Hail Mary, no, it's going to be a 1-point victory. By the skin of their teeth, Redshift hanging in there for the first. Blank, what did you think of the first round?
I think it was absolutely insane, especially that beginning there. Both teams, they came out, they were both ready to play, they were both excited, and they started performing really, really well in the beginning. You can definitely tell Redshift, coming off that loss, definitely didn't have the mental they should have, but as soon as they got their mental, as soon as they got it together, it was point after point after point. It was so good and so fun to see as both these teams went head to head, and I said it earlier, just look like giants playing against each other, and that's exactly what this match is too. These teams are so close, and this is going to see who's going to be in Master and who will drop down or stay in Diamond. Crescendo being Diamond and Redshift being Master. There's a lot on the line in this match. Either they're gonna switch up or it's gonna stay the same. And Redshift obviously wanting to stay the same, got their head game right, and they started to get their points up. And then you saw the defense over here from Crescendo was on point. Very, very, very good defense from them, as they had very aggressive defense, and they were able to clear it out very well and very quickly. Both offensive defenses from these teams are great, and I loved both their stacks as we do move into the second round.
All right, so we're winding it down here on this stream, and everyone now knowing that, well, the time is now, in fact, and it'll be time again in about a week in the finals. So round 2, once again, I'm Palador, being joined by Luke. That was Blank on the sidelines, Newton Dad on the cams. Luke, take it away. Here we go again.
Well, as quick as we can, because it's going to be Redshift almost finding 2 points in the first 10 seconds. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. Maybe the first 20, they do find the pass across, but unfortunately the stun is through, so it will be Crescendo trying to get the first points on this board, but they can't get the clear.
No, they can't. They can't get a pass here, though. Buchibo with a disc on the shoulder, but opts for a deep reset to Caesar, and they're going to space the floor, drag the defenders out. All the meanwhile, the lane was covered, but not quite well enough. Zux walking it in, and you know he's going to make that one. He has been on a tear here. 7 points now across the 2 rounds, and opening things up first for Redshift in the second.
Yeah, Redshift doing work right now. I mean, Crescendo on the back, but I mean, Blank talking about, Redshift formerly being Master, not too long ago, last week in fact, but Crescendo, I mean, these players are used to being in that top 10. They're used to being in that Master division, except I'm not sure if Bilev is or not previously, but nevertheless, the rest of that squad. But so Crescendo, I mean, they want to win. They are hungry for it as, winner takes finals. Loser goes home, but Redshift will find the goal, now up by 4.
Wow, big hits from Caesar this time around. So 2 in a row. Joust advantage going back, but the scoring disadvantage just going against them. And the pace as well. They're really being bothered, it looks like, on some of those aggressive plays. But at the same time, it's still out of time. And those are things you always have to realize here. Is that, nice duck from Buchibo. Is that it's never too early to take a little breather. They just got to get back. Otherwise, that's going to happen. This is now timeout territory, Luke, because if they lose this round, there's no going back.
There is no going back. I mean, this is round 2. Crescendo needs to pull through for that round 3. There's no second chances. There's no loser's bracket. There's no double elimination. This is it. And no pause is going to find itself here. So Crescendo coming on through and looking how they're going to get this one through, as it is going to be a pump fake. And another multiple times. Finding the high pass, finding the cross pass, and finding the slow shot. So that is going to get red. Buchibo getting one all the way back.
And all the way through the midline. This is looking like a big shot again to put them up 10. And man, the lifeline now. They need to find one for Crescendo, and there's a timeout. Took 3 minutes and 10 points, though.
Yeah, I mean, yes, the pause was there. Yes, the pause is needed, but I mean, is it too late? I mean, 10 points is a lot, right? I mean, that's 3 to 5 goals, depending. That's presuming that Redshift doesn't score a single another point, or 4 or 5 goals. Like, what do you think? I mean, maybe Blank, do you think that this pause is too little too late, or, it's better late than never?
Definitely better late than never. You can come back from 10 points, especially in 7 minutes. You have plenty of time here, especially, these teams, plenty of time. They're great at what they do. They can definitely make these points back easily. Great job taking this time out when they should have taken it a bit sooner. Probably would help them a bit more, but I'm glad they took it, and I'm glad they are deciding to take it when they did, instead of waiting even longer, because you are halfway to a mercy right now. And Redshift absolutely not stopping there. They found their momentum, they found their headspace. They are plowing on the points back to back to back to back. And you're just getting constantly harassed with the disc, constantly scored on it, and you just need a break. You need to find a timeout, not really just to strategize, but just to let it go. Just to let everything be, and just to recollect your own thoughts. It may not be what your team is doing, but what each player is doing specifically that they need to cool down themselves. And they can come back into it, score a few more points, get back even, and they could even definitely take back over and take round 2 for sure if they do get everything back and they do go back to their original headspace and their way they were originally playing in round 1.
All right, thank you there, Blank. And we'll see. So, kind of go back to your question as well, Luke. It's, 10 points in only 2.5 minutes. That's an awful lot of points for sure. Now, I agree with Blank. It's not too late, of course. If one team can score 10 points in just a few minutes, absolutely. Crescendo can do the same thing in what is a lot more minutes left over, but. It's just a game of ebbs and flows, push and pull. It's a tug of war, especially in these biggest matches. So you gotta be measured with those timeouts and got to realize when you've just eaten a couple in a row and or more than a couple, and especially when they're 3-pointers, that's when you just need to cool off a team a little bit. Put some ice on them, wave some towels at them, and maybe just get gathered once more as they do for a moment, and we'll see if this timeout does pay off into a goal here.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly agree. There certainly is time, and let's see if they are able to find 2 or 3. There's a pass across. It's a 3-on-2 diving in. The save, Uchibo, and there's the clear, but will it get recovered immediately? No, as Crescendo is stunned out, so it will be Redshift with an opportunity. Everyone's brawling, as that disc is still free, but it will be Redshift looking for the long 3. Oh, no. Bounced up, but not a favorable bounce for the read.
In the back line, meanwhile, what I'm noticing here, too, from the side of Crescendo, is a score might be in, indeed, for Zux, continuing to fan the flames. But I'm just seeing in the back line, too, a lot of slow-to-boost players that are kind of floating in midair, and maybe, no doubt, making some calls over their commentary, or their communication, their private comms. But what the calls need to be is turn around, look for your boosts, things like that, because there was an ample amount of time to recover that loose disc, but there were just no stacks getting gathered.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with that. Well, there's a 2-on-1. This goal needs to happen. It doesn't. It's too low. They rushed it. They're feeling the pressure, presumably, as a Redshift gets the long clear. They don't get the stack, though. Nice stun there from Crescendo.
And this time the stacks get back. One boosted player. Goran on the disc. Couple back in the goal, but now Goran being left in the dust by Caesar as Wachibo about to be left in the dust by Goran. So returning some favors, but doing them no favors is all this chaos outside of the goal. There's Chocolate and B-Love trying to connect, but beautifully broken up by Desirable on the stack, and that alone gets Caesar the disc back for Redshift as they shift into goal and couldn't quite connect inside of it. There's the rebound, and wow, 5 minutes in, no scores for Crescendo.
Yeah, no scores right now, but, I mean, still plenty of time, as it is going to be Goran moving around, finding the right, trying to find the right side. It's going to bounce unfavorably, so it will be a nice ender there for 1, but not for 2, as Redshift still gets control, still in this blue half, as Crescendo once again on the back foot, trying to rotate back. It's a 2-on-1 diving in. The goalie is harassed, and there we go. 2 more, Redshift up 14.
Yeah, just another relentless assault on that goal. Now, much more promising signs that time around from Crescendo in that their stacks were getting back a bit quicker into the defense. They were able to recover the disc a few times, dislodge it out of the bubble a few times. But unfortunately, and to the credit of Redshift, they were breaking up so much and disabling them from even getting past the midfield with all those recoveries.
Yeah, I mean, yes. But, I mean, they just made a mistake on their early pass, and they're going to get punished as there's another goal, another dunk from Redshift. I mean, Crescendo really needing to take a breather, slowing this one down. No more pause time, but, just go back to the fundamentals. Find the short passes, find the high percentage passes, and slowly move it downfield.
Yeah, and it's so interesting how these matches can just shift on a dime like that, right? We've seen it time and time again, but that's the nature of these sports, right? It's you get one round where it's super close, you get another round where it's super far, and there's no one could get anything going like that. You see, when it rains, it pours sometimes, and they just cannot break that seal as it headbutts right back into the arms of Redshift.
I thought that was going to be a long 3 from their headbutt. Well, it just will be a 2. Fortunately, a nice dunk there from Desirable, and oh my goodness, we are 2 points away from a mercy.
Yeah, and kind of just waving the white flag almost, just guiding them in a little bit. And it's a tough situation to be because it's a big moment, big-time game, but kind of out of the gates, those 10 points in 2.5 minutes, it just did them in, unfortunately.
Yeah, it did, but there's the headbutt that is cleanly through. that may be in. There's a goal. There's a 2. There we go. Crescendo, 3 minutes. There is still time.
And the funny thing, too, I've seen Crescendo pull that play out a couple of times yesterday to actually great success. Normally, the headbutt joust, offensive joust, is considered kind of a white flag play when you're desperate and down a ton, and I know that's the case here, but they actually executed it very, very well the few times they pulled it out yesterday.
Yeah, they did, and there's plenty of teams that do it sometimes quite intentionally, but in Challenger Cup less so. There's another ding, so that's good for Crescendo. They're looking to get some more points on the board, but there's one more pass, and there is one more score. Redshift 22.
And that's what you want to see at least is if you're going to go down with the ship, go down with a fight at least. It's definitely tough loss to eat here, if that is indeed going to be the case. But again, these are all players who have been there before. Obviously, Redshift is the defending Master team, looking to secure their spot now in the finals. But for Goran, B-Love, Chocolate, Sweet Tooth, I mean, they have tasted that Master tier glory plenty before, and they know what it's like to play at this top level.
They certainly do. I mean, all these players are absolutely skilled. With 1:47 on the clock, there is still potentially a little bit of time, but they do need to score right now. And, well, Redshift are looking fierce. 3-on-2, diving in. One more backboard pass, not going to connect, but it will be sent through by Crescendo, as it is still stuck in their zone, but just by mid.
Yeah, and 1 minute 30 seconds left here. Zux, knowing that the clock is ticking right in their favor for sure. Caesar with a ring around move, but gets stung and the bell rung for the efforts as Chocolate and B-Love make their way down the floor. B-Love sailing past and a headbutt out from Sweet Tooth and Goran with the grab, and maybe indeed the finish from Scored Goran right on that left side and top pocket.
Wow.
Or between two pockets, I guess.
It looked like top pocket to me on my end, and then it didn't land where I thought it was either. So, I don't know. Regardless, 16 points differential now for Crescendo and Redshift. And, well, let's see if we can close the gap or extend it, as a Redshift is going to try to send that one through. Not going to work as Goran reads that. Goran all the way up to Sweet Tooth, over to Chocolate, looking for the cross pass. No time as the sun's through.
Yeah, and the time just about through as well here, Luke. A really deep shot. That's going to be high. Rebounded, though, by Desirable. About to claim his spot back in Master, where they started here in the Cup. I think it's an interesting thing, as I usually point out a lot in these Challenger Cup casts, but only because it's true. Ace and Redshift, they did have their struggles in Master Tier in this last cycle, but then you look at what happens when you go into Challengers Cup and what they've done here today, and it just goes to show how big of a difference it is, right? Because you can be watching as a player or a viewer who doesn't play, or maybe someone who's on the ladder in Diamond or Platinum or elsewhere, right? And you can say, well, wow, I would have done better, or this and that. But then you look at what happens when these Master teams come into the Diamond teams and play them, and you can just see why they got into Master in the first place. It's a big difference there.
It certainly is. And, well, I mean, there was a big difference here for, of course, Redshift taking that game in 2 and blank. I mean, what did you see in that second round?
I saw a lot of points from Redshift. That's what I saw. They did absolutely phenomenal there. They got those 10 points right off the bat before we got a timeout even. And then, after the timeout, they came right on back with a few points. Then you just had, Crescendo they got a 2 in, and they got kept being smacked down. And for sure, it was almost a mercy. And it looked like by the end, they had given up. They just tried to get a few more points in, and Redshift was just kind of chilling. They didn't mind getting scored on. They didn't look for that mercy actively once they were, 4 points away from it. They just kind of let it be, which is really one of the better plays to do there. Is just to let it be. Is if you get scored on at that point, it's not going to matter. The game is already over, especially at that, once you get so low in time and you are so far up. Both these teams played amazing, though, and I want to congratulate them both to even being able to make it this far into the Challenger Cup. And I am excited to see finals and see, what the finals brings us. If this is what the Challenger Cup is going to bring us for sure.
All right, thank you, Blank, and I can't wait as well. I think all of us are steadily anticipating. We're just a week away, under that, in fact, until our finals, and man, now we're gonna have to take some days off to indeed let it be, as Blank said. But Luke, here we have it. 2 days later, we've gotten some amazing games, some interesting upsets, and ultimately, in the North American side of things, well, we got our defending Master teams, well, doing just that, defending, and stamping their place right where they wanted to be at the end of the cycle and at the end of the season. So next week, it's going to come down to, well, all of this one more time.
Yeah, it really will be. And if we could pull up the bracket here, I mean, congratulations to all these teams making it all the way through the Challenger Cup. Of course, many interesting joys. Juicebox making it to day 2, Corrupt, Tensor. I mean, so many amazing teams coming through. Well, Redshift and Ace, of course, making it through. So, of course, our final standings going into next weekend, if we pull up the standings, is Ignite in first, Instinct in second, The Bite of 87 in third, Ethereal in fourth, Oceans in fifth, Disorient in sixth, Overkill in seventh, Anomaly in eighth, Ace in that ninth spot, reclaiming that same spot they ended, and Redshift squeaking in on number 10. So huge shout out to all those teams making it finals next weekend. If you thought these games were fun, like I did, like Pally thought, like Blank thought, like everyone thought, next weekend is going to be so much more hype. And of course, congratulations to all the teams from the ladder who did put up a great fight here in the Challenger Cup. But hey, there's always master qualifiers in Season 6. So I'm looking forward to seeing these teams play then.
Absolutely. You know what? No matter what, the one thing that has been a constant over these last 5 years is that Echo and its competition, it don't stop. Wherever it is, whoever it is, it doesn't stop. In fact, it just keeps growing. So with that, I guess we'll leave you, everyone, only for a week, though, because we have a lot of prep to do and a lot of exciting things ahead in the end of the season and going into the next couple seasons, in fact. So stay tuned. And until then, it's been a great cast. I've been Palador. That's been Luke on the co-cast with me in this match. Blank sidelining it and doing an excellent job at that throughout the day here. We had Newton Dad, of course, camming it and once again doing a grand slammer of a job. And a shout out to Doc Education, Sir Dimwee, also in the stream earlier on casting these matches. But yeah, until next time. And Athena Storm, of course, as well on sidelines for the earlier half. Thank you, Newton Dad. So yeah, everyone, be happy, be healthy, be safe, and be good to each other. That's the most important part. We'll see you again next week. VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Border Foods, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net.